Nigeria. Nigeria what? The only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Nigeria what? Yo! No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. For the poor. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what media? No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. No more bad government. The number one media in Nigeria. No more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Niger what? No more bad government. Niger what you? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Niger what media? Voice for the voiceless. Niger watch media. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. 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 Niger watch you. We have been seeing all you guys have been doing, and he recommending to everyone in Nigeria, saying that you guys are the number one. Niger what you.
Paying because the government themselves have glorified this rubbish. That's why he's talking about they didn't pay him. And what are they paying you for? You know, so this kind of thing can be reported on the covers of the Nigerian newspaper. That's what I'm telling you. Nigerian media is our problem. They are one of the problems we are having in this country. Why would they report this kind of a thing? A known bad deed that they know where he is and they refuse to go after him. He's saying that they refuse to pay. What are they paying you for? It just means that the government has intentionally glorified this issue that has to do with insecurity because they are making a lot of money out of it. For a bandit like this to come out and say, you know, one governor or two governors or whatever they call themselves, you know, he did not collect money. Has it become a tradition in Nigeria? This is quite condemnable. And that's what I'm telling you, that once you pay a Nigerian media very good money, he will tell you that Satan is Jesus. I do not expect this kind of thing to be, you know, during the cover of newspapers. Because this is a clearly declared wanted terrorist coming out to issue a statement mentioning governors. All of them, not only those ones, maybe he is of faction.
Don't you appreciate the fact that he exposed this people?
What is the exposure there? Something that is known all over the world. What is all those God leave the people he mentioned. But go ask those people that they will tell you they don't know what they are talking about. What he's talking about.
We'll give you reports on this.
Yes, you don't understand what I'm saying. You don't understand what I'm saying. That you are putting this kind of story on the cover of a national daily. For what?
Where should it be?
They should just go. I don't know crime section. They should, simple as that.
Look for him. They have been looking for him.
Oh, they've been looking for him. They don't know where he is for 30 years now. Man, are you trying to tell me they don't know where we have seen leaders, governors come out to say they know where they are, but they refuse to go after them?
They know where they are. They tell you they know where George Bello is.
What are you talking about? Of course. They know where they are. They know where all of them, they know how they operate. All the politicians in Nigeria are aware of. Okay, are you trying to tell me there's no intelligence in Nigeria? There's no intelligence gathering in Nigeria. They are just pretending over the reality on ground. This man they are talking about today, has been there ab initio. And I can tell you, this is not the last time, this is not the first time he has been collecting ransom. What is he coming to tell you that you don't collect this thing? What job did you do? Okay, once you keep people in anywhere in Nigeria, then you just stretch your hand or just move to Abuja and collect your money. Is that what we should be encouraging? Is that what the media should be celebrating? Is that what we are expecting to see on the cover of newspaper?
I don't understand what you're saying this morning.
I differ completely.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, I was turning my head against. Yes.
I thought
he has the right to assume opinion anyway. I differ from him. Mr. Mike, the most important issue in Nigeria now is the issue of insecurity. As if in fact there's any information we should be having on front page of any newspaper now, it should be the solution to security matter. This is an issue that touches life and the property. Where people are being slaughtered, are being killed, are being sent from their places into IDP camp. So information, if there's any information you must have as a first line headliner of a newspaper, it won't be security report, security information. And if government that claim they have list of the sponsors of terrorists, didn't disclose it to us. Mr. Mike, they said they have the list. They never publish anyone to us. And if the actors are not naming the people who are sponsoring, don't you supposed to act on that? Isn't that a good development? Isn't that a good the actors, the terrorists themselves, they are not naming the sponsors, the people behind it. Isn't that a good development? Where should we information? You see, in the hidden inner part of the newspaper, or the front line heading, or the front line and the front line headline of the newspaper. That's where that information should be seen. That by just going on, just running along the street, seeing the headline that Tony Bennett names two governors as also. That's where the information deserves to be on the newspaper. Number 3.
The outcome of the judgment is that they are not ready.
Yeah, there's a pilot.
They came to court, they said they are not ready. And they demonstrated the fact that they are not ready by serving their proof of service this morning in court. They served our lawyers' proof of service in court. And of course, you know that we have the constitutional right to have adequate time to prepare for our defense. So all of us who are standing trial, being represented by our lawyers, our team of lawyers, the police prosecution came to court to serve them proof of service. So automatically is to take adjournment. Even at that, our lawyers also, inform the court that they are ready to take the trial, to continue with the trial. Police told the trial that they are not ready, just to let Nigerians know that they have come to waste the time of court, to waste our time, and to frivolously spend the taxpayers' money in this country, And of course, they didn't come with their witnesses. So, but the court, in adjourning the matter, has ordered them to come with their 5 witnesses, at the next adjourned date. The matter has been adjourned to 26th of February 2026 for definite trial, and the police prosecution must come with their 5 witnesses. They told the court that they are proposing 5 witnesses. So it is on record that they have proposed 5 witnesses, and the court have ordered them to come with their 5 witnesses. So they just came today to waste our time, waste our money, and to waste taxpayers' money, to persecute innocent citizens that have freely gone to exercise their right. I don't know when freedom of expression and freedom of assembly now becomes a crime in this country. My very self, I was arrested while I was addressing the press, and the following morning we were brought to this court and thrown to Kujo prison. So the fact remains that the Bola Ahmed Tinubu regime has become a regime of oppression, a regime of a tyrant regime, to terrorize the citizens and to deny us of our basic fundamental constitutional rights.
Sorry, he has already spoken as a lawyer, and I think it was covered. We just want to be present in court to witness history and to witness the ridicule of the Tinubu regime, how they keep ridiculing themselves, and his illegal IGP who was the one who brought this case. The last time this case was heard here, they brought all the policemen in the FCT to come and stand here. So the kind of foolish characters you have in a position of authority in our country. But we also have another date with history, and that's the date we end all these shenanigans in Nigeria. That's what you all should continue to prepare for. Let me just say that I'm proud of all our co-accused persons who have come from far and wide to attend to this case, even though they don't have to, because there was no case in the first place. So we'll see you next time. I can't say next year because we might still get into trouble before the year runs out. Anyways.
Thank you very much.
No, let them hold it.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Can you tell us why you are here in court today and what the outcome is?
Well, okay. My name is Aloy Ichmako. I'm one of the defendants. We have identified ourselves appropriately. We call ourselves the Kuje 14, who participated in 20th October 2025 Free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu protest. It was a civil protest directed towards the Attorney General of the Federation and the presidency. The protest was never directed against the court. We know what we are doing. When we want to speak to our government, we should have rights. As citizens of this country, disagree with our government. And if that disagreement would take the form of a protest, the only condition we need to satisfy is that we got permission for that protest, which was done, police permitted, and the second one was to protest peacefully, which we did. And the third one was to keep away from...
My name is Magnus Sarakan, and this is Woto Woto TV. When I look at what is happening in the ADC, I begin to understand that there are a group of people who somehow have vowed that an Igbo man will not become the president of this country. For some weird reason, an Igbo man will not be president of this country. And if you are not Hausa, Fulani, or Yoruba, and you are one of those people in this line, that means, look, this is where I see it. If an Igbo man cannot be president, or if an Igbo man has been agreed not to be president, that means me, will be Urobo man, I'm not going to be president with that. Or the Angas man, or the Biro man, or the Bachama man in Adamawa State. You see, the ADC government is like a prearranged party solely to present Atiku as a flag bearer, but with a hidden deception to deceive what is only available for others. Atiku as president, vice president for others. And funny enough, we have Southerners who, for some reasons, have accepted that this is the best I can get, vice president. The likes of Amechi. They are there. Well, if you don't accept it, me, I'm going to be there. That's what Amechi is there. If Obi won't accept vice, I'm there. Peter Obi must not in any way accept to be vice to anybody. Let me tell you what will happen if Peter Obi accepts to be vice. He will be shocked. The Atiku and Peter Obi, like Atiku president, Peter Obi vice. He will be shocked. In fact, in less than 24 hours, he will be shocked at the negative reaction that we greet that combination. First and foremost, these are my argument. Because I've stayed in the north for well close to 59 years. And I know that there is no way power will remain in the South for 8 years, then to come to the North. After 4 years, South are asking for power to come back again. No Northerner, whether Muslim, non-Muslim, middle, no Northerner, so long as that, no Northerner will accept it. So why do you think we should swallow what you spit out? That one is one. I know some of my over-bloated, politically correct, misplaced, educated folk in the South will say, no, I don't think like that. My intellectualism is a lot bigger than this. And because of that, you are speaking foolishly. You get me? You are fully. Every environment has its political culture, and you must play along that political culture. Power must remain in the South. Even if it means to vote for Tinubu, who I don't like, I'll vote for him. And as for my Yoruba people who think that some people are telling me that we should rally around Tinubu, who is a Southerner. Oh, the Yoruba man is a Southerner only when it is convenient for him to be a Southerner. When Jonathan was there as a Southerner, people kicked against him because he was not a Yoruba man. So Peter Obi must not, in any circumstance, accept to be the running mate to anybody. If Atiku at his age cannot agree to be a kingmaker, if I were Atiku, look for somebody, be your protege, assign him to Peter Obi, be his deputy, and rally the North around him. Since Peter Obi said he's doing one term, allow him. You know you know very well that Peter Obi is a gentleman and he'll keep to that agreement. And then power comes back to the North. Why is it that the Atiku wants that power by all means, by fire, by crook? You want that power by all means to come to you. What is it you want? You just, when somebody wants to do something, you say, okay, initially he means well. He goes for it again. Well, maybe he means very well. But there's a point he keeps wanting that thing. You begin to think twice. All those who have gone for this position by fire, by crook, Atiku, Buhari, who said if they don't get it, the dogs and the baboons will be soaked in blood. What came out of it? Tinubu, who says it is his turn, Emiloko. What came out of it? So when people begin to get that thing, eventually when you give them, they eventually fail. So I'd rather give my vote to somebody who said he's not desperate to be Nigerian president, but is desperate to see Nigeria work. So if Atiku cannot, and I'm telling you, the very moment Peter Obi dissociates with ADC, that is the end of ADC. I can assure you that is the end of ADC. And if Atiku thinks his ticket with Amechi will defeat Tinubu, he's lying, because I tell you that at this period that Fulanis are kidnapping everybody. You want me? What? In fact, the actions of Fulanis across Nigeria has demarcated any Fulani candidate. As far as you're concerned, Atiku, just chill. If truly you want this Nigeria to be great, show that you have a detribalized, more broadened nature or more broadened perspective to the Nigerian political space, and support a Southerner. Support a Southerner. Let's see you physically support a Southerner. Otherwise, well, it is just small me in a lonely desert crying. Who am I? I have nothing to say. My name is Magnus Soraka. Please follow this page and share this post now.
These people that are being arrested now, for accountability for their, the time of their stewardship, they didn't have immunity per se. I mean, it's only the governors and the president that has immunity. So these are ministers who, as at the time they were serving, they could have been called to answer to what they were doing. Why do you have to wait, until there is a political alignment for the next political season and find out where they stand? If they are not standing in the mainstream of the ruling party, you start calling them for, to answer for their stewardship. That sounds and looks like witch hunting. We have been flogging it here that EFCC have abandoned their job on prevention of crime. Preventive measures in everything we do on earth has proven to be more effective than curative measure. When Jonathan said that we need to separate the goat from yam, we didn't understand it. Maybe Jonathan is jumping into the fray of election. He needs to go back to that mantra because it's becoming clearer now. Why do you have to allow all money spent out of government coffers
And retired.
You saw them going out. You now wait until after they have gone very far. You now hire SAM, you hire your staff, you hire different kind of resources, time, money to go and start tracing what some of them might have been used of. You start blocking supermarkets where Nigerians are working. You start fencing off construction compound where Nigerians are working. You start cutting down employment by your measure. You go here, you seal it off. All those brigandy attitude or EFCC keep off from what? Where were you? Where were you when that money left the coffer of the government? That is what P2B, Atiku, Bode George, and the likes, David Mark and co. are saying. Yeah, they have been part of this. But what they are saying is that this can't continue. That we need to review EFCC Act. One, it needs to be separated from the control of the president, from the control of the ruling party. And EFCC needs to put much of their resources into prevention to ensure that no money leaves government cover until EFCC issues certificate, possibly. Even though it's digital certificate, it can be a form of pass. Just like you go to banking, you see a teller wants to pay you. You say, okay, where is the transfer? Is the transfer not going? You say, hold up, they want to approve it. EFCC can be one of those ladder of approval before that money leaves, so that we save the money of going to court, doing all this other thing, all this showmanship, detain, arrest, like they arrested in Gige with pajamas, like we had. No invitation.
What a barbaric
way. Those things are not. It doesn't make you look like you are working. It looks like you are persecuting somebody.
Yeah,
and mind you,
it doesn't look as if.
So if we still wait for Luka Hede to be done with his job tomorrow, I will go and arrest him with pajamas. How will it look like? That's not what Nigerians want.
Okay, Philip, the act that set up EFCC itself is an act from the president. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. That means it doesn't come by constitution. A lot of agencies were drafted in there to set up EFCC, police, financial institutions. Now, in amending their act, it will also take the president.
No, National Assembly.
Yes.
Of course, and the president.
By the National Assembly
and the president.
Now, we've always stood on the ground that most of these absolute powers should not be in the hands of the president alone. DSS, their last call is the presidency. The Nigerian Police Force, their last call is president. EFCC, ICPC. The president will always use these tools against political opponent. What should change?
Thank you very much. You see, I've always said it, and I will continue to say it. It is not only in Nigeria that the president has such absolute power. You see, you cannot, as a matter of fact, to a large extent, separate this institution from the control of the president. The question is, the president, is he a man of character and integrity? You see, the act that set up the EFCC and every other agency is the act of the National Assembly, not the president. The president only assented to become a law of the federation. Right. Now, the National Assembly had passed the law, and the president has assented to it, and it becomes the law of the land, and that's what becomes EFCC. Therefore, if these men are calling for the review of the act, for an amendment of the act, so that the act could be more independent, it doesn't mean that the act can be entirely separated from the president. What is important is that the operator of this institution should know their powers. I have said it. For instance, you're talking about the police. The police derive their power from the constitution, but here we are. The president has absolute control over the police. Because the police, Inspector General of Police and the entire police force and the Police Service Commission do not know that powers are not from the president, rather it's from the constitution. Also the EFCC, who are now allowing themselves to be used, their power do not derive their power from the president. Their power comes from the act of the National Assembly of the Federal Republic.
Alleged witch hunt against them and all of that. Yeah, I mean, This is the old playbook that the PDP used in those days. You would remember that former President Olusegun Obasanjo used the EFCC as an institution, though he has repeatedly denied it, to actually ensure that governors who refused to defect were impeached, including recklessly without getting the numbers and all of that. And even former President Goodluck Jonathan also caused a lot of division in the Nigerian Governors Forum. Remember the 16 over 9 in the election of the chairmanship of the Nigerian Governors Forum between Jonah Jang, Rotimi Amechi, and all of that. This is because governors are actually very powerful. And Tinubu is using the governors to his own advantage now. But in terms of these corruption trials, what we want to see is for anyone who is actually mentioned to go and answer his or her father's name at the anti-graft agencies. But of course, the anti-graft agencies themselves, like the EFCC, is being, accused of being selective. For example, we have a classical case here between Alhaji Aliko Dangote and Farouk Ahmed of the Nigeria Midstream and Downstream Regulatory Agency, NMDPRA, where Aliko Dangote clearly stated that the head of the NMDPRA used $5 million to actually pay the school fees of 4 of his children in Switzerland and all of that. Why is the EFCC not arresting Farouk Ahmed? He should be at the EFCC custody this morning answering to these allegations, or he should come out and address the media. Because Dangote said, if he rejects this or he says it's an allegation, that he will bring the school where that money was paid, the school fees was paid and all of that. So why is the EFCC waiting for a serving government official who has been accused of this and hasn't been called? And then you see the likes of Malame, you see the likes of all these other people. We're not holding brief for them. Malame should answer to whatever has been brought before him on the Abacha loot, on his time in office as AGF. The same thing with Chris Ngige, with the NSITF. We kept saying all of this, including Olusegun Obasanjo himself, who used this same EFCC against others. But don't forget, recently, the EFCC went to the Olusegun Obasanjo Presidential Library, and the same Obasanjo was shouting. Now, this is the same playbook that awaits the Tinubu administration. If they do not allow the EFCC to do its job, the Code of Conduct Bureau to do its job, the ICPC to do his job, because the next president that comes in will do the same thing. Don't forget, former President Muhammadu Buhari had told all his ministers that they should stand and bear their own name, not his name, because they will give account for everything that they've done. Well, that accounting day has come, and Atiku, Obi, and others should allow the FCC to do his job as long as it's not selective. Well, for the last one you talked about, Agbu Kefas moving to the APC, you will see that there's a form of realliance, a realignment that's ongoing, including with his godfather, former Chief of Army Staff, former Chief of Defense Staff, former Minister of Defense, General T.Y. Danjuma, who is the political godfather in Taraba politics. You see that there's an alliance, there's a sort of alliance between him and the Tinubu administration, and it seems to have dovetailed into Agbu Kefas now defecting to the APC. So it's nothing new. I mean, Tinubu is doing very well himself in that axis. Out of 6 states in the Northeast, it's only 2 states now that are being problematic. That's Bauchi and then, of course, Adamawa State in the Northeast, which is the home region of, Vice President Kashim Shettima. So in all, you won't blame Tinubu for getting all the governors to come close to him, as long as he's giving them the things that they are supposed to be done. But where is the place of the Nigerian people? And then the average Nigerian voter. But I think President Tinubu understands the psychology of the average Nigerian voter, that if most of their leaders get into the governing party, there's a tendency that they may want to follow. But people are saying that with the economic condition of the country and what looks like poor performance in terms of governance in some areas, that the APC may actually suffer for it. But in terms of politics, look, you can't beat President Tinubu to it. He has done very, very well in terms of politics and getting so many political leaders by his side. But in terms of governance, has he done so well in that area too? Well, it's left for the Nigerian voters to decide in 2027.
All right, well, very well said. Thank you so much, Soma. Now, with regards to these mass defections, some analysts have the view that it might even cause problems for the APC themselves because there might be a battle for supremacy. Do you see this happening? Because in some states, in fact, let me use Rivers as an example. The governor has categorically said that he's 001 in Rivers State, and so he owns the structure. There are people who have been in APC for such a long time. And then we have these people who, for political reasons, are jumping ship and expect an automatic, in quote, election or selection as the party's candidate at the gubernatorial elections. Do you think this might pose some issues for the APC in itself? Have they thought this through?
Yes, of course. When you bring into your home an ant-infested wood, what do you expect to happen? Well, the APC has a whole lot of challenges ahead of it. Because, with these politicians coming, I'm wondering how many people President Bola Tinubu can give appointments to. How many appointments are there, in the federal kitty for him to give to every governor that is bringing? Because it's not just the governor that's coming in. He will come in with his deputy, with, the speaker, House of Assembly members, others, people. That's why I say there's a lot of grumbling. Those who work assiduously to ensure that the APC got into power in 2015, 2019, 2023 are yet to be fully compensated. And yet, they are adding more people from the PDP and other political parties into it. People who are supposed to be settled by other political parties based on the geopolitics and then, of course, the alignments and realignments of political behavior everywhere. You'll see that, okay, for example now, if Governor Soludo of Anambra State comes into the APC now, for example, and he brings his people and all of that APGA is already settling, how are they going to be accommodated in the APC? So that's why you see multi-party democracy is the best, because a governing political party cannot settle everybody. How many people can become the members of the APC? It's not all Nigerians can be members of the APC. Assuming we have 100 million voters, can everybody become members of the APC? We all can't. So that's why you see the voters will always be there. And then the members of the party may be like 1 million or 2. And then from there, you'll be able to see how you distribute largest. And then, of course, other political parties will take care of the smaller ones. So I don't envy the APC, including the new national chairman, who doesn't have so much experience in governing a national political party, but the 2027 general election is going to be his first test. Because all these people who are coming in and they will need board appointments, they need other federal appointments, and there's a whole lot of grumbling. I know people who work very hard for President Tinubu and are grumbling right now that they've never been given any position, and they don't mind whatever will happen in 2027. They will personally, out of their own grievances, vote against the president or work against the president, not because of that, but because when you get into politics, it's all about compensation. You have people who have worked for you too, you must also compensate them. So, well, Tinubu is doing very well, and he may likely, get all these governors to his side and maybe get a good outing. But of course, the implosion that will happen ahead, especially of 2031, is what will be very, very difficult for him to handle. And of course, he may want to impose his candidate if he does win 2027 in 2031, and some of these governors that he's bringing in will be his albatross because they will fight against him. We've seen this. We've seen this happening over and over. So it's the old political playbook, and the Nigerian political elites don't understand that multi-party democracy helps the state of health. Now, our democracy is active, but is it hale and hearty? Well, this is the question that the APC should be asking. And I don't think it's in the interest of the APC itself for all politicians to come into the party, because they can't withstand the demands of all the politicians.
Okay. So APC has now become an all politicians camp. Anywhere they want to go, they just camp themselves. But I also want to talk about the dynamics of a couple of things. Number one, reward system. You talk about reward system. There's a story making the rounds about President Tinubu giving somebody double promotion in the military in the space of a year. There's also a talk that, in fact, somebody has sent this to me about the military pension board, that it must be a serving general from the rotating services. There's been a lot of talk about people feeling disgruntled. Reward system, the ambassadorial list, which a lot of people that were abusing President Tinubu a couple of years ago are the ones that were given. Secondly, reward system. Who will the president work with in Rivers? Will it be Fubara or Wike? Because the Wike camp was not even aware Fubara was going to decamp. Then let's also talk about cul-de-sac. Accord Party cul-de-sac for Adeleke in Osun State. That's one now. Another faction had their own candidate recently. They had a party primaries and all of that. Could that be a cul-de-sac? So the two topics will be reward system and cul-de-sacs.
All right, when it comes to the reward system in the All Progressives Congress, it's very, very poor. I've never seen a party that has been stitched together like the APC at coming into power and then kicking against those who helped it to come to power. You know, the good thing about the PDP is that it was organic during its formation. But the APC was, an SPV, a special purpose vehicle that was put together to win election. And because of that, you had different colors coming in. Of course, you had the AMPP, you have the, CPC, and then of course, the Tinubu angle, AC, and all of that. Now, you've seen that the CPC have taken a chunk through the 8 years of Buhari. The AC, ACN, they are currently in power right now. And then, of course, you see the AMPP, and then, of course, a faction of APGA, they've all been thrown out. And that's why you see the likes of Oyegun is fighting totally against the Tinubu administration and all of that, because they felt that those of them that came from the AMPP have not been properly rewarded and all of that. Yes, you may say that Kashim Shettima actually came from that AMPP angle, but of course it came in very late before he eventually got in. The APC has not been known to totally have a very good reward system, and that's why even President Tinubu, while he was, in the party before he became the president, was actually very angry with Buhari too, that most of his ACN, political group members were not properly compensated by the Buhari administration. And so that's why you see that even, for example, Tinubu himself was supposed to have become the chairman board of trustees of the APC. But eventually they canceled this and said there was nothing like chairman board of trustees again. It was now a national advisory council, because some people were against Tinubu being rewarded to be the BOT chairman of the party, because they were afraid that he was eventually going to become president and become too powerful. But, of course, they eventually would then settle and give him the, sophisticated title of being called the national leader when you don't have anything within that. So there's been a problem, and that problem will continue. And that's why you see Tinubu only gives appointment to those now who become his huge critics. I mean, this army of critics who had been there over time criticizing him. Okay, if you've been criticizing over time, let me just see how I can throw one or two things to you. But the real people who worked, for example, there's a friend of mine, Dr. Danladi Bako from Sokoto, with all the heat that he took against the Tinubu, campaign and all of that. Where is he today? And there are so many people like that who are on the ground, who don't know what to do with the next election. But of course, some of them are loyal party members. They may want to follow. Others may want to fight against Tinubu, from within. And then you take a look at some of the issues you talked about. The philosophy that the Tinubu administration has politically, which is to cause serious division in political parties in other parties. Like, for example, Accord Party that you're talking about is still the same strategy, because the Accord Party is accusing the Tinubu administration of wanting, through the APC, to create division, so that the way they divided PDP, they divided the Accord Party there, and Governor Adeleke would be removed. But look at the APC itself. Haven't you seen what Yola Mishore is saying? So why must we continue with this current division every now and then? In Rivers State, well, of course, as it stands, there's nobody who can take the leadership of the party away from Nyesom Wike, who has helped to strengthen the party. But as long as he has not defected formally to the APC, there's no how that the party can confer the leadership of the APC on him in that state. And that's why you see that the national chairman of APC asked Tony Okocha to ensure
pouring in following Taraba State Governor Agbu Kefa's official registration as a member of the All Progressives Congress on Sunday, marking a major political shift in the state. Kefas received his APC membership card at the government house in Jalingo from the APC chairman, Tanko. Well, the registration was attended by prominent political figures, with Kefas stating that the move is in the interest of governance and the party unity in the state. Well, this defection continues a concerning pattern for the PDP, which has now lost yet another state governor to the ruling party. His move now raises the number of states controlled by the APC to 27, and we've seen reactions trailing this story. Meanwhile, the presidency has responded to claims made by a coalition of opposition leaders who accuse the federal government of weaponizing anti-corruption agencies to intimidate political opponents, warning that the trend threatens Nigeria's multi-party democracy. The president's special advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Ononuga, posted a statement on Sunday describing the opposition as failed politicians looking for scapegoats for their shortcomings. In a joint statement titled Anti-Corruption, Not Anti-Opposition, the opposition figures alleged that key institutions, particularly the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the Nigerian Police, the Independent Corrupt Practices Commission, are increasingly being used as tools for political persecution. The statement was signed by former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, Labour Party's Peter Obi, ADC Chairman David Mark, as well as PDP Board of Trustees member Bode George. I'll read Bayo Ononuga's statement in part before I come to you, Dr. Abati. He wrote that they alleged a threat to multi-party democracy because many top politicians are joining the governing All Progressives Congress of their own free will. Our Constitution guarantees freedom of association and affords our people the right to change their political leanings at any time of their choosing. None of the people who joined the governing APC was pressured to do so. They all did so of their own free will. They are being motivated by the noticeable gains of the President Bola Tinubu's reform program. Also, investigations by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission have begun exposing those with some explanation to give regarding their stewardship in office and management of public funds entrusted to them. These politicians now accuse President Tinubu of weaponizing the EFCC for political purposes. Now, leaders are alleging that, state power is being deployed not for prevention of economic crimes, but for persecution of perceived political adversaries to weaken opposition voices ahead of the 2027 general election. Well, among their demands is the immediate depoliticization of the EFCC. And we have seen some of these people that, I think they made some headlines over the past week. Also, we saw the former Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami. We also saw, I believe, Hadi Sirika is also part of that list. And we've seen this petroleum guy, what's his name again? Timmy Praise Silva. Some of these people are part of the people that they're saying, and former Governor Ngige. Ngige, of course. There are some of these people are the people that were in the Buhari cabinet as well, actually. But go ahead.
Okay, let's say this. I think that I do not agree with the view that what you are seeing is the politicization of the EFCC. It was James Hadley Chase who wrote one of these novels, I think, The Guilty Are Afraid. Is that the title? Something like that. Now, what it means is that if you don't have any skeletons in your cupboard, if you have nothing to hide, there is nothing wrong in you being invited by the state for interrogation to explain certain things. If they cannot find anything, if there's no evidence for you to be prosecuted or to, put on your head, then of course you'll be let free. So there's nobody that is above the law of the land. There's nobody that cannot be investigated. Even governors that have immunity under Section 318 of the Constitution, even while they are sitting in office, they can be investigated. Yeah. When they leave office and they lose their immunity, they can be invited. So, people should also know that most of the people being invited, they were persons who are also members of the APC.
That's what I was trying to say, yeah.
They are persons who served under the Buhari administration. Yeah. In fact, many persons were worried that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu was not, investigating the Buhari administration. Because when President Buhari got there, the first thing he did was to attack the PDP administration, to go after persons who served in the PDP Jonathan government, and many people had to flee abroad. So people have even been accusing the Tinubu administration of being very partial, of covering up. And now, since after everybody had settled down, they thought that they were sacred cows. Now the Tinubu administration is, coming after person saying, come and explain this, come and explain this. If they have explanations to give and they have nothing to hide, let them go there and give the explanation. What we can insist upon is that the EFCC and the other agencies should be fair and balanced and just and should not victimize and should not witch hunt and should not be used as a political tool. In other words, the right of the accused persons or the persons being interrogated should be respected. If they go out of line, then, and there is evidence in that regard, we will then say so and say, no, this is now becoming a witch hunt. But to say that some people are above the laws of the land, that is wrong. To hide under politics and say because we're in the opposition, no, they don't have that, cover to hide. But they can drum up sentiments because of the timing and say, oh, they are coming after us because they want a one-party state. We have said repeatedly on this table that we do not want a one-party state.
Yes, okay.
We want all opinions to flourish.
All right.
We want everybody who is interested in the governance of Nigeria to be given the opportunity to do so and not be intimidated.
All right.
If anybody is being investigated, it should be based on facts, empirical facts.
Empirical facts, all right.
Not emotion, not victimization.
Well said, Dr. Patrick
I beg to disagree, because when we look at it, we all know what is going on. And politics is playing out. The state is using its own powers against people that it deems as opponents. Why was it that it was after when somebody like Malami, which I'm not in support, I want the FCC to be able to investigate anybody. But why was it? It was when Malami was seen with ADC, all of a sudden they remember the Abacha money. All of this were about 2 years went. They didn't remember the Abacha money. Malami was Balenciaga in there. All of a sudden he was seen with ADC. Now they remember the Abacha money. Why do we talk like we have selective amnesia? There are many people, before they took big position in this government, EFCC was chasing them. All of a sudden, even weeks before they assumed position, EFCC was still chasing them and talking about. All of a sudden, the investigation has stopped. There are names too numerous to mention. So please, with due respect, we are gradually seeing a slide into a one-party state. And for those that are ready to deceive themselves by saying people are not being coerced to join a certain political party, that's a foul. There were a lot of manipulations that went on and coercion that went on as regards even leading up to the emergence of some governors to the APC. And in time, all of these things will be revealed. The political calculation will be revealed. So it's not that people were not being manipulated. No. Let's not say that. It's not that they just joined of their own free will evolution. We are saying there's no slide into one party state. Please, Oji, remind me, what did the PDP members say Wike said to them as part of the condition for only President Tinubu? Can you imagine that? And you are saying that there's no coercion of states. Wike even had the effrontery to say to his fellow PDP members that the only condition for peace in the PDP is that they should only allow President Tinubu run, that the PDP should not present candidates. And we are saying that there's no slide into one-party states. So they all know where the dead bodies are being buried. There are many things that is not crystal clear to all of us. All we can just keep advising the political actors is that one yo. Because if you think, that means slow, be gentle. Because if you think you have everything cut in your favor today, like Coldplay, I like to quote Coldplay a lot, and I will sing the song of Coldplay, a band I like so much. If you are a big fish in a little pond, doesn't mean you have won, because along may come a bigger one. That song is called Lost from Coldplay.
All right.
Let's be careful.
But what we are saying is that if you have no skeletons to hide, just say so. if you have something to hide, don't say it's because of politics. Don't say it's because you have not joined the APC.
Yeah, but there shouldn't be
the
a
state
witch hunt.
institutions must do their job.
True.
But we don't support witch hunt.
Yes,
we don't support emotions.
Yes.
We don't support
That
victimization.
should be correct. Well,
fair and balanced.
Yes,
always fair and balanced. In another development, U.S. Congressman Riley Moore over the weekend told Fox News that Nigeria and the United States are close to reaching a strategic security framework aimed at tackling terrorism in the country. Moore, who recently visited Nigeria along with other U.S. lawmakers, stated that the delegation had positive conversations with the Nigerian government during their trip, while in another Fox interview that has gone viral, Riley Moore recounted his experience where he met victims at the internally displaced persons camps in Benue, stating that the violence and insecurity he witnessed, including the story of a woman who saw all 5 of her children murdered, was unlike anything he had ever seen.
Well, Harris, it was really shocking. The stories that we heard, the imagery, it was, I've never witnessed anything like that personally in my life. I met one woman, and I see you're showing some of the pictures, who had lost her entire family. 5 of her children were murdered right in front of her, and she was pregnant at the time and was able to escape. She had that child at an internally displaced camp, and I mean, you could just see that her soul had literally left her body. And there are countless stories like this. Another woman was attacked. Her family was attacked. She lost her husband, her 2 daughters, and they murdered her unborn child. These Islamic terrorists murdered her unborn child and took it right out of her.
You know,
I
don't know.
It's beyond words.
Well, Ayo, we know that the congressman has been vocal about claims of Christian persecution in Nigeria, and in November introduced a resolution in the U.S. House of Representatives supporting Trump's designation of Nigeria as a country of particular concern. I believe even on Friday I took just the actual story where he, went into the IDP camps, detailing that about 600,000 Christians had been killed in Benue State alone. But it's good to see that, he also granted that interview with Fox News saying that there is going to be, a huge collaboration with the United States government and the Nigerian government after he has submitted his fact-finding report. Before I come to you, meanwhile, terrorists struck another church in Kogi State, killing 1 person and abducting over 20 worshippers over the weekend, in the second major attack on places of worship in the area within 2 weeks. The attackers stormed the first ECWA church in Ayetoro-Kiri, Kababunu local government area on Sunday, December 14th, firing sporadically during an ongoing worship session. Well, according to Daily Trust, 1 person identified as JJ was killed during the assault, while at least 20 worshippers were seized by the attackers who escaped through nearby bush paths. Many congregants reportedly fled as the gunmen created panic, throwing the otherwise quiet community into chaos. I mean, we're seeing these back-to-back church attacks, which expose, a dangerous pattern emerging in Kogi State. The targeting of worshiping centers during services when congregations are most vulnerable raises serious questions about intelligence gathering and preventative security deployment in that particular area. This attack marks the second assault on a church in Okun land within weeks. On November 30th, terrorists attacked a Cherubim and Seraphim Church in Ejiba Yagba West local government area, abducting Pastor Orlando, his wife, and several worshippers during a service. 14 people were kidnapped in that incident, including 6 children from the pastor's household and a 3-week-old baby, as well as a 4-month-old infant. I mean, look at this. We're seeing this sort of attack in Kogi State. And also, I believe that there was, also a story from Kwara State where we saw a group of terrorists or, kidnappers who actually said that it was the government who gave them AK-47 rifles. I mean, if we have that video, we'll play that. But your thoughts on that?
All right, okay. And there was also the kidnapping in Kwara State, the CAC Church in Kwara State. Thankfully, all the parishioners have now been released. But there is, and you mentioned something about intelligence in Kogi State. They are aware of the hotspots in these areas. I think the challenge is where intelligence meets action, or intelligence actually does what it's meant to do, which is to provide information in order to either prevent situations like this or be able to act. We've said it repeatedly, Oji, that as long as there are no arrests, when we see, rescue operations, as long as there's no one who is being persecuted, it means that these criminals still have an opportunity to unleash another day. And the question we had raised last week was, where would be the next target, or who would be the next target? Now, we don't know whether or not these bandits or criminals or kidnappers are the same people who worked in the last operation, but we can make assumptions based on their style of operation, which is attacking a church while in session, kidnapping them, and then demanding for ransom. So there's an industry there that has not been tackled, and we haven't seen any arrests, meaning that these criminals are still at large, and that's quite unfortunate. I was speaking to someone who had an outreach in Kaduna State, and people were advising, why don't you go by road? And one of the things they said is that they know hotspots in Kogi State, and that is why they cannot pass that area. So they know, they are aware of the operations. I think what is biggest on our minds this morning is, if there's an awareness, there's knowledge, information, intelligence, why is nothing being done about it? Why are we not seeing more protection? Why are we not seeing arrests in these areas around that? Also, that video that has been trending around this collusion and complicity with governments, I don't want to, until a full investigation is done. Well, we have raised questions too.
Many questions.
We have raised questions because when we ask the way and the manner in which the operations are done, it seems like there's a communication or an understanding, and we don't want to believe that there are saboteurs within the government themselves who are preventing this fight against insecurity from succeeding. And so those are some of the things that we have. There's a lot of information out there, OG. We almost sound like broken records on a daily basis. What Nigerians are asking is, why is the government not acting decisively? Why are we not seeing enough response and action to this? Now, going back to the Riley Moore video that you first showed, or the statement based on what his findings were, this is what I have consistently said. I will take the voice and the conclusions of someone who's actually gone on ground to speak to the people who have been affected than who comes on TV or writes a statement based on hearsay. And two truths can coexist. For those who are saying, it's a general security issue, you can face discrimination as a woman. And we talk about this when I was in the UK and I was part of the student union. You can face discrimination as a woman, but you can face double discrimination as a black woman. You can face insecurity as a Nigerian, but you can face double insecurity and targeted killings as a Christian living in Nigeria. It doesn't mean that we don't have insecurity largely. So let's not diminish or invalidate the realities of people who are on ground. We know many people who have faced this. What we are calling for the government to do is not blame game. It's not you versus this Christian. No, it is do something about it. Fix the problem. Stop arguing.
Fix the problem.
Fix the issue. Christians have been crying for a long time. Nigerians have been crying for a long time. Let's stop denying. Let's stop arguing. I'm even tired of asking the question. Is that what I'm looking forward to is solution. And let the information that the government have, let the information propel them to acting and protecting the interests of people living in the north.
By the way, the video of, this actual video, we heard people speaking in Hausa there saying that, it was the government giving them, the arms and ammunition, the AK-47. But we've heard from the chief press secretary to the Kwara State Governor, Rafiu Ajakaye, who actually dismissed the allegations made in that video as shared disinformation. And he said that, that those people that were arrested were from Auchi in Edo State and not in Kwara State. So we've seen this video circulating on social media, linking insecurity in Kwara State, to this wider challenges that we have seen so far. But, the government there have dismissed it. We'll hear from the Edo State government, because now they're saying that those people were arrested in Edo State and not in Kwara State. But clear collusion that they're saying. This is their confession. We no get AK-47, no. We got it
Can
from
they afford AK-47?
From
Someone
so these are the issues that need to be tackled here on the table.
The day
in Nigeria.
The day we are ready to solve insecurity.
Yes.
it will be solved. As it is today.
Yes.
Look at me.
Yeah.
We are not ready.
Wasn't it General Sonia Abacha that said that if insecurity lasts more than, did he say 24 hours, then there's some sort of collusion with the
day
government?
We are ready. As we speak today, a lot of people are still enjoying it. They are using it for all sorts of means.
Yeah.
The day we are ready, it will stop. As it is, the only sad part is, may we not be part of the numbers.
Amen.
But
Amen.
people are dying.
People are dying.
But when I also pray the prayer, may we not be part of the numbers, I feel very sad and I feel selfish because those that are part of the numbers,
are they not human beings?
Are they not human beings?
Are they not our
brothers
and sisters?
They are our brothers and sisters. It could have happened to anybody. He came close to me with Reverend Archie.
Yes.
That was my colleague's uncle.
Some people would say, some people would say, if these terrorists go and attack one high-profile individual's child, insecurity will end immediately.
Have you ever heard them?
If they go and attack one of their...
Have you ever heard them attack the high-profile individual child?
Find them after all, they have VIP protection.
They have VIP protection now, so it's weird that we don't use police.
It can't be doom and gloom all the time. Well, in Delta State, Governor Sheriff Obowori...
Okay, guys, I will have to stop that particular video there, but I will say a big amen to the prayer from Rufai. May we not be part of the numbers that terrorists will kill in Nigeria in Jesus' name. Amen. You can say amen to that on the comment section. It's good to be back again. It looks like saying a 2 weeks holiday now I take. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to every one of you. Whenever I take this Sunday off, to be honest, it looks stretchy for me. Like, I never be on air all for so long. Even today, I was not very busy today, but to make a pre-recorded video, I was not just interested, to be honest. But it's good to be back here, my wonderful people. Now, God, I will bless you. Now, mother for Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, my lovely mother, for all that you do. Good evening to you. Happy New Week to you. Happy New Week to every one of you right there. Abu Azim, my brother, I appreciate you. Good evening to you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you all right there. Says more. I can see many of you have commented already. Mike Kambare, Timmy Dibe, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel. Thank you, my wonderful people. Thank you, Madam Eugenia. Thank you so much already for the super chat. I'm very, very, very grateful. Thank you so much, everybody right there on the comment section. Mr. Alaba Ferreira, we've missed you on the panel. We've missed your submission over what we are facing right now. Thank you very much. Good evening to you, Wisdom Lucky. Thank you, Madam Peggy Modi. Thank you, everyone. But I'd like us to move on because we still have a video to play, but this time it's short videos. How Dangote reveal, what is happening in Nigeria and the corrupt leaders that you and I have been calling out. At least the richest man in Africa, have exposed them now. Let's see what they will do to him. But let's take it from here first.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised to hear this from the bandits, from those who were arrested. But first of all, we are still waiting to hear from the defense and all other security intelligence to provide the information to us to affirm that this video is a really an investigation conducted by the military, because we saw the uniform of the military by the side. But we cannot affirm it because many things like this happened. But I'm not surprised and I'm not disputing that members of Kwara State government or some unscrupulous elements within the Kwara State government. I may not affirm that Kwara State government is directly involved, but I can accept, I can agree, and it can easily, there are so many testable evidences that people within the system facilitated and participated. And you cannot tell me that this activity of the banditry, of the kidnappers and all other criminal activities that has been taking place over time, there is no hand, there are no complicit inside, there are no insiders, there are no compromises, there are no state saboteurs, and there are no negligence. But why do we really have, the question is, do we really have a responsible government? If we have a responsible government, could have been able to fish out who are these guys and why are they responsible? All right, Dr. Awesu, who just finished speaking, made mention very clear that Bella Turji is the most wanted. I don't believe that Bella Turji is wanted because Bella Turji is not in any hideout. I have said it time without number. I have provided relevant and necessary information that could have aided the government or the intelligence or the operations to have captured Bell Liturgy long before now. But they have never been serious about it. If they are really serious, Bell Liturgy can be apprehended within 24 hours.
Very interesting question. Well, you know, people don't know. The president signed the paper on the 21st of October, asking for immediate implementation of 15% minimum tax, okay, to protect the domestic industry. And on the 4th, you can also check your media houses. I think it's on the 4th of November, Dangote refinery reduced price by 49 naira. So if we are to go by the 15%, why am I in a hurry now? You know, President has already approved. Add 15% tax. If we are to now follow the tax, we should have waited until it is implemented, because he said immediately, please implement. Why did you think that we went down? Why did we go down 49 naira? Because the president only wrote on a Friday, 7th, to suspend the implementation, maybe to next January. But even with that one now, you know what it is when you reduce 49 naira? 49 naira for the consumption of that month is over 49 billion. 49 naira times 1.5 billion is actually 60 billion naira. So it's not a chicken change amount of money. So what we have even proved to people is to say that, yes, we are not looking at that 15%, or 15% is nothing. 15% is just to make sure that it gives a warning to these people not to import, just like what Prof said earlier. Because you don't actually, if you now have a small stadium in your house, you have 22 of your children playing football on both the two sides. Will you open that gate and say, well, everybody should come in? They will throw out your children now. They won't be able to play. So when you look at it, that is what we did. By making sure that, yes, they said, for the marketers, if I pray and I wish they will even lose more. Because I'm not printing money, I'm also losing money. It's not that I'm making money. They want imports to continue. I don't think it is right. They want to continue to dump. So I must have a strategy of how to survive, because 20 billion of investment is too big to fail. You know, it is too big to fail. So we're in a situation where we'll continue to play cat and mouse. And, you know, at the end of the day, somebody will give up. Either we give up or they will give up. And I don't think if I will give up.
Event of death, 25% of my wealth will go straight to the foundation. The sustainability of this program, which I expect will run for generations of the Dangote family, is grounded in my formal commitment to allocate 25% of my wealth to my foundation, which is currently which is actually currently formalized with my family. I have already an agreement which was drafted to make sure that, yes, my inheritance, which is my inheritance, my 3 children, my mother, they have all signed off when anything happens to me in the event of death, 25% of my wealth will go straight to the foundation.
But this one, I'm actually serious. Today is not about making fun of anybody. But I have sources in London who have confirmed that the Nigerian Senate President Godswill Akpabio, is presently on admission at a London hospital, allegedly, allegedly for emergency medical care. According to sources, the man collapsed again, and they don't even know exactly what it is yet. So please, this is not the time to make fun of him. No matter what you think of him, anybody can have health challenges. So I'm hoping that you guys will please say a prayer for his quick recovery. You know, a similar thing happened in December of 2023, 2 years ago. The man collapsed after his 61st birthday celebration. They went after anybody that reported about it that time. They released press statements that he didn't collapse, he just had malaria. Even himself held a press conference after, just to convince Nigerians that he didn't collapse or have any medical emergency. That he said that he was just stressed that day and exhausted, that he didn't drink enough water. But you know, apart from that incident, people have been circulating videos of him walking slowly, using a walking stick, leaning on people. So Nigerians know that all not well in paradise. However, I'm personally pained that they had to fly him all the way to London. You know, that 5 hours flight or 6 hours flight from Abuja to London is enough to do an emergency surgery if he needed a surgery ASAP instead of flying him out of the country. I honestly cannot wrap my head around exactly why our leaders don't build good hospitals for us, or at least equip the hospitals that we have with world-class equipment. Because when they go abroad like that, sometimes it is still Nigerian doctors that treat them. No, so. And every year we claim to be spending so much money on the president's clinic, the presidential clinic at Asoro. Just between 2015 and last year, 2024, more than 17 billion naira was spent on Asoro clinic. That's about $12 million. And then when the Senate president collapsed again, why couldn't he be treated there? If he cannot be treated at the Asoro clinic, please, exactly what are we spending money on at that clinic? When we beg these people to do the right thing, to develop the country, they think that it's just for us. And they think that not doing it is only hurting us. It's hurting you too. It's hurting you too. I mean, since the last time that this man collapsed, 2 years, is more than enough time to build a badass hospital in Nigeria, or to equip at least a few hospitals with world-class equipment. But you know, we won't go into all that today. Let's just pray for his quick recovery. Now, dear Senate President, if you ever happen to see this video, we're all praying for you from the mountain of fire. But after you get well, because we are trusting God that you will recover, let that be a motivation for you to champion equipping the hospitals that we have with world-class equipment, building new hospitals. This should ginger your spirit to want to make sure that healthcare is accessible easily for everybody. Bring London to Nigeria. Anywhere you go, bring Germany, wherever it is that you go for treatment, bring it to Nigeria. That would be a great legacy for you. Anyways, we are praying for you at the mountain of God.
All right. Yeram, that's the situation right now concerning the Senate President Godswill Akpabio, currently allegedly lying down in hospital in London, fighting for life. You know, the sanctity of this information cannot be ascertained generally, apart from Adiola Fayehun who break him yesterday. But my main concern now is that why is it that when things like this are happening, our mainstream media, they don't talk about it? Does it mean there's a union of a thing that makes these people always go silent on important things like this? Remember when Yaradua died at that time. You know, they hid it from Nigerians. You know, more than 6 months. We were not aware that Yaradua is already gone. You know, why is it that our leaders always do this? Is a question. I don't know why. You know, Buhari, allegedly, they say don't buy tele, and some say don't buy, say na still there. But during that time, say that news break, say Buhari don't buy. Now we can see his wife near the other person where they put there allegedly rich. You know, Aisha was never close to that man throughout, you know, the time he ruled after the first breaking news at that time. You know, until the man came out to officially let us know that Buhari don't really die. So whether he felt die, he can't die now, but he still don't die. Now, for Akpabio, mainstream media, they are not talking about it. Why is it that they are hiding it? What are they hiding? Why? Because somebody is sick. He is not. I don't think now waiting anybody will tell laugh anybody anyway. Because at the end of the day, death now waiting will happen. Is you know is inevitable. You cannot avoid it. But still, is our leader is the number 3 man in Nigeria. Why not they hide them? If they're sick, the hospital bed, don't you think, you know, they should be transparent enough to let us know the same time, hour, minutes, seconds that it was rushed to the hospital? Why is it that our leaders always hide things from Nigerians? Coming to Akpabio, according to our sister Adiola, she said it all. You know, you flew him to abroad for 5-6 hours journey. Wanna go treat him for London? This is a Senate president, for Christ's sake. A Senate president. Number 3 man in the country, have the power. He has the money. He has the authority. He has everything to order for a world-class hospital to be built in all the 36 states of the Federation. He has the power. He can. Even in his own state where he ruled as a governor, there's no sophisticated hospital there, a world-class hospital there. Because if he did, before now argue with me, some of you there, they supposed rush from Abuja to Akpabio. Have you not been there? It comes from Obaseki left those states. He did not give us a world-class hospital. As we speak in Lagos now, the past governors, including the Tinubu woman, say build Lagos, can't reach Sanwo-Olu today. None of them built a world-class hospital in Lagos. As we speak right now, even in Abuja, where the president resides, there's no world-class hospital there. Our president still go France, go the treat itself. The funny part of this whole thing is that you still see some Nigerians will be mocking you and laughing you, or rather insulting you, disrespecting you for speaking against their principal. The same principals that ruled, that had the opportunity to rule for a whole 8 years, they did not build you a world-class hospital. When you call them out, you demonstrate your constitutional right, you don't see these people who come out and be insulting you. Obaseki ruled for 8 years. There's no world-class hospital in Edo State. The hospital that Obaseki built in Edo State or opened the Edo State, because Oshomole built hospital there, continue with. That hospital, Oshomole and Obaseki will never attend that hospital if they are sick. Their satanic followers will be defending them. Isn't it obvious that these people don't care about you? What they do when they come to power, they build you like 2 or 3 roads. They renovate 2 schools and build 1 more school for 8 years. Then maybe pay salary. As one came to this platform the other time, that paying salary is an achievement. Honorable Sam Emovon, he came here now. He said Obaseki was paying salary, never owned no salary one day. It's an achievement for 8 years. We're in trouble. That's why for those of you listening to me now that have privilege, have options by God's grace to another country, you should be grateful to God forever. Yeah, you should be grateful to God forever. Because you have option. You can jump on the flight and go to your other country. Maybe go look after yourself. Because these are what the politicians are doing to us. They steal money. They steal and loot and reloot for this kind of day. In case it happens, they will have enough money to look after themselves. While their supporters, their followers will be sick. In most cases, probably they die in that illness. Sad. Very, very sad. Now, Akpabio is in the hospital right now in London. I'm not wishing him dead. But according to Adiola, if he survived this, can he pass a law, a bill, that can give us a world-class hospital in Nigeria? Akpabio, in case they share this video, go give you for your hospital bed. We pray, make you come on for this hospital bed now. Make you fulfill and attend to my prayer. Come give us world-class hospital that Nigerians can rely on. You know, they are not ready to do this for you. Their satanic followers will never agree. See on social media now, people are still fighting about Obaseki. People are still fighting about, what is it called, Akpabio. It's a shame to you all. Fighting yourselves because of satanic Akpabio and satanic Obaseki. It's a shame to you all. Mr. Simon, talk to me. Good evening to you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Happy Monday. I greet you. I see the way you should get the soft man for them. I'm gonna get with me. I don't get girl. You me, I know say I go die. Who would I say they young, but I don't say they can come anytime when I young or who. But when they pray for me to die. I don't get you. I know the pity for those people. And they'll say, man, they don't say we will be eating. How many years ago? How many 1 year ago? You talk about. All those people they know say they sick. They also they do bad things. They so far they despise the citizens for Nigeria. They know they want change. You know what say as they for government say they know say they go sweep back, but they don't go say they change, they do better thing. They do better for the country. They also they do bad. Just say that one way they talk bad now Tinubu man they now stand good to. And they control those senators. So no matter now they pray for that, they talk for that for their soul. Now if they should come back now the more evil they will continue. What they pray for Nigeria rich. You know, they reach their body, but they stop to do evil. But they have their citizens to take care of them. They know they continue.
Very sad.
They are not there for that evil they continue to do for Nigeria. This is very bad. That's why I know they are not going to get you at all. If I go sit there for any week, I go post me for their face. Go on and show the president with the vote with, and then the president waiting for power for this. So all of them, that one I don't vote finish. I mean, binary money. Don't vote, but still, you don't want to do better for Nigeria. So I have people that say, where the pity for that, That's why I know they wish I did too, because but I know say whether they talk and they try to talk so. But they don't say they sick. For them to all do better thing. This island came out with more power. You know say you want to come out, you know if you do me repair all the whole party we say problem day. You know say I say now they're not good organized push. They're not good now. All the whole party, you know, they file the whole problem, they all stand for the maybe say all of they all get ahead. You just say they like that come out. Now they give another assignment for ambassador. So all the Nigerian politicians, they pray for them because they say as a people for Nigeria, they always pity for big men. They don't match up. If you see ready to suffer the market for Nigeria, everybody suffer the struggle, the safety order, everything, everywhere. They made it for Europe. I never see that country with that. Nothing everywhere still, everywhere good. As you talk now, some people go from here, from one go Italy now, from one go Spain now, from one go France. Now so. I go to Switzerland and they get everywhere people live. But people from Nigeria now, they also continue to suffer. You see the other, if any leader is sick, they will pray for them. Make it not there. Leader will put them for those men so that they live where we say they don't live. No person will say they're sick, but they just care you want. May you repair Nigeria as God take people alive. No one has to come back for that when they go to the shop of that plane. May God help us. As we can come down finish. What did they do for Nigeria? There be enough more problem for us. They do. So So now say just AP, just put they don't need for them. And I'm repeating for them. When I go to swear for them, when I swear, I swear they need swear. Let me prayer because they don't want change. So
thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, my brother.
I we go for the government to just we go. After people will see for the we go finish.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you. I heard about it as well. Yeah, thank you. Okay, let's take another call quickly. We have Madam Deborah with us. Madam Deborah, thank you very much, man. Good evening to you. Are you there?
Hello?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Good evening to you. Talk to us.
Good evening, Mr. Elvis.
Yes, ma'am.
Good evening to everyone watching. You are all welcome to today's program. Mr. Elvis, let me start by saying you're asking Akpabio to come and build the hospital. But they will never do that for the people that think about the interests of the people. They will never do that. The other day when I said that anybody, when you were asking Tinubu to try and do the right thing, I told you, I said these people are not capable of doing the right thing. Because you can see by their action, by the things they do every day, that these are not people that are ready. There's no anything that shows that these people are ready to do anything that is right. All Tinubu is doing every day is trying to win the next election. That's their priority. Getting EFCC to go after his political opponent, so that everybody will be on his side, so that they can win election for 2027. So they don't care. Their priority is not about the Nigerian people. They are not interested in that. They don't care. Even if Akpabio survive and come back to Nigeria, he's not going to still do anything. If he falls ill, he will still go abroad. So those people, they are not ready. And you are saying, why is it that they are not telling us what is going on? The only reason that you and I have little information about what is going on is because of social media.
Exactly.
That's the only reason. You might even be surprised. Probably the hospital where Akpabio is admitted, there are a lot of Nigerian doctors and nurses working there. Somebody must just have taken the picture and maybe share it with there are lots of Yoruba doctors and nurses everywhere in the UK. So probably somebody just must have used his smartphone to take the information and send it to Adiola. Maybe that's how she the mainstream media in Nigeria will never do that because they are not allowed to give accurate information to Nigerians. And moreover, you need to understand that a lot of these politicians, they themselves know that what they are doing is wrong. They know they have a lot of enemies. They know that a lot of them are in that position not because people voted them in. So this is the reason why you see they are doing things like this. Because they know that they are not transparent. Because they know that the Nigerian people did not vote them there, they got themselves there. So when things like this is happening to them, they try to conceal it, they try to hide it so that people will not know. Well, it's just a shame, but I'm not surprised that, you see, the moment, Mr. Elvis, the moment a government is not elected by the people, don't ever expect them to do the right thing. That's the obvious fact. So long as we don't have a system in place where people are being elected in through the right way, where people, okay, imagine somebody like Tinubu now, he knows that he is in that position because of his money. He got himself that presidential ticket. He knows very well that the Nigerian people did not elect him there. He knows. And so also a lot of the governors, they know that nobody elected them there. They are there because of whatever they did to get into power. So the Nigerian people should not expect anything good from people that rig themselves into power. That's the obvious fact. If you look at countries in the world where people enjoy the benefits of democracy, those are countries that people and their leaders have been elected into power one way or the other, or countries that have the monarchy system of government. But if you see where politicians rig themselves into power, they just do what they like. They just do what they like, and they don't even care about the people. So this is just the whole thing, and I don't think these current Nigerian politicians are going to be any different from their previous predecessors.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Elvis.
Thank you so
And
much.
I wish Akpabio, I hope he gets better.
Thank you, ma'am.
Anyway.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Mr.
Thank you, Mama
Elvis.
Deborah.
Good
Thank
night.
you. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay. I would like us to listen to what Natasha have to say here over the pressure that she must join APC.
Is APC an option for you?
No.
You never go back to APC?
No, I wouldn't. I was in APC briefly at the start of everything. I was in APC initially.
In this situation, everybody is going to the APC. You don't think APC is a party too?
Why should I go join APC? Why?
Everybody is going there.
I don't have to follow the bandwagon. I don't have to succumb to any threats or fall for any cajolement, if there's a word like that. I have been approached. Let me be honest about it. I have been approached many times.
To go to the APC?
I have been approached by people from the presidency, from even my colleagues, even as recent as yesterday. One joked about it, we're still expecting you, we would love you, and we would love to have you. And I'm like, I love my space, I love my peace here. I'm okay with my party now, so I don't think I have to join the APC.
So what you have done so far, you feel fulfilled?
Done so far in what terms?
In terms of your constituency project and the impact you say you wanted to give to the people of Kogi State, do you feel fulfilled?
In terms of constituency projects, I would say I'm fulfilled. But in terms of my legislative work in chambers, I'm not fulfilled because I'm not given enough chance to speak on issues like critical debates, participating in conversations on the floor. I don't think I'm given enough opportunity. I have so much. I have a lot of bills. I have listed a whole lot. But as usual, before you get a chance to list your bills, they have to get the buy-in of the Senate President. And surprisingly, he gave a nod to the autism bill, which I sponsored 3 weeks ago. I actually listed 3, but he approved just 1. I still have 2. One which will benefit the software developers in Nigeria. That's very critical. So I'm looking forward for him approving that. In celebration of my 46th birthday, which
By the way, congratulations.
Oh, thank you.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you,
You don't
Sean.
look 46, you look 26 actually.
Really, stop flattering me. And you know what?
Yeah.
You're actually near my, should I say, it's an age I say I'm forever, and that's 27. So even when I cross 27, I say, you know what, I'm forever 27. And for many of those who don't know me, or who want to know me behind the scene, like, just envisage a typical 27-year-old, whether it comes like the playfulness and the quirkiness and the everything, the joyfulness. I'm just a typical 27. In short, I have to every time prop myself up when I'm attending a formal function. I don't misbehave, just You're a senator.
Happy,
You have to.
happy 27th birthday.
Thank you. So, in celebrating my 46th birthday, I decided to make it a theme of gratitude. And that was why I gave out 6 houses to my legislative aides. And then I built the maternity center. But there's something I also did, which is I reached out to my alma mater, Federal Government Girls College, Duane, Ondo State, where I graduated in 1997. I was the head girl then as well. So I visited my school a day before my birthday, and I facilitated some projects there, which is a 2,000 capacity amphitheater, a 500 capacity multipurpose hall, 10 staff quarters, water projects, street lights, and all that. And I want to make it known that that's not from Central Constituency projects. No, it's not. It's
personal.
No, it's not personal. It's projects I found, I hustled, and I found in certain ministries.
You instigated it.
I instigated that. You know how usually some ministries have these envelopes whereby you could facilitate certain projects.
So you ensure that happened?
Yes, I ensured that. So we did the groundbreaking ceremony on the 8th of December. And by God's grace, within a year, we should have these projects commissioned fully for the use of the students and the
That's
school.
good.
Yeah.
Any students will be very happy.
Oh, they were so happy. Even the old students reached out to me, a number of them. Many people were surprised that I actually attended the federal government because, you know, we have this bond pre-unitati.
This one a woman where everybody is very, very proud of. I can't say everybody because the satanic ones don't like people like this, you know, but still, I'm part of the people that is proud of Natasha Akpoti. She's doing excellently well, you know, but meanwhile, I'd like to take these articles here. You know, we have this pastor, again, who tackled Mr. Peter Obi indirectly, once again. What was his name? Ashimolowo, saying that Peter Obi will not get 5%. Let me just put on the screen. Bear with me, guys. Okay, there you go. Yes, by Vanguard 27, Obi unlikely to win 5% in cold northern states, Ashimolowo predicts. But why is this man on Obi's case at this particular moment? That's what we should be asking. Why? You know, Pastor Matthew Ashimolowo has expressed doubt over the electoral prospect of former Anambra State Governor Peter Obi in Nigeria's northern region ahead of 2027 presidential election. According to Ashimolowo, Obi's chances of securing significant votes in the region remain slim. Speaking in an interview with Outside the Box, Ashimolowo said it would take a miracle for Obi to win even 5% of votes in 12 cold states, northern states in Nigeria, citing unresolved divisions in the country. I don't know which one I will talk for that one, but before I continue with that, somebody is calling. Okay. Thank you. Good evening to you. Yes, sir. Who be that? Who the phone? Oh, Mr. Elvis, talk to me. My namesake. Talk to me.
I just want to, I'm following you because of this video just about Natasha.
Yeah.
I just want to let you know that anybody, our own politician, they don't need to be too much believing in the arm. If you can remember when Obaseki, when said the Muslim was fighting him, remember the interview with Obaseki and he said he's not clapping for PDP, for APC. But the next 2 days or not 3 days of it, what do we see? You see him, we want to PDP. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes not what they say on the media, we have to believe in the president for it. They are not politicians. You understand? You can go to medical secretary. He said he's not the APC, but we not see a people see me.
Yeah, but you should understand that whenever we also find out that she's deceitful and all that, we also call her out. But for now, let's sing her praises because she's doing something right.
I mean, sometimes some of them are
Yeah, like I said, I understand that, yes, but we cannot hide their good doings just because we are categorically calling them all are satanic. Some of them are good for now, but if anything happen in the future, we'll also change our preaching. But for now, Natasha Akpoti, she's very good. Who? Oshomola is not doing any great job. Oshomola is satanic. He's not doing any job. Oshomola have been satanic in the past. Thank you, sir. You see, now Oshomola people with this. Oshomola is not doing any great job. I don't know any great job that Oshomola is doing, unfortunately. To the best of my knowledge, Oshomola is part of the problem that all Edo people are facing today in Edo State. So in case of those of you that is believing that, yes, Oshomola is a saint to you, I don't know what is wrong with you. Oshomola brought Obaseki in, he sold Obaseki to us as the best, and he destroyed Izeyamu. When he was trying to bring Izeyamu in, the same Izeyamu that he called a cultist, Izeyamu that have done this, have done that, then he started selling the same Izeyamu for Edolite and started destroying Obaseki. But it did not work. Then he brought Akpabio. So I don't understand. What are you? In fact, I don't want you guys to change my topic. Let me do this so I can round up on time. But meanwhile, I was reading on this particular one. According to him, I'll take the first paragraph again. He said the chance of Peter Obi getting 5% of 12 core northern states will be a miracle because Nigeria has not healed. Oshimolo said, not healed from what? He's a fantastic man. He's gifted man. He could do well. He could achieve. He has proven himself, but he can't win 5% in the north because they have not healed. Peter Obi hurt anybody for the north where they never healed. How? Obi was the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in the 2023 general election, where he placed third behind President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, All Progressive Congress, and former Vice President Atiku Abubakar of the People Democratic Party. Despite his loss, Obi generated strong support among young voters and urban populations, with his supporters popularly known as the Obedients, maintaining that he has the momentum to win a future election. As preparations for the 2027 presidential election contest gather pace, Obi has indicated interest in running again, although the platform on which he would contest remains uncertain. The ex-governor is currently part of a broader opposition coalition that includes Atiku Abubakar and other political figures seeking to challenge Tinubu's re-election bid. The coalition has adopted the African Democratic Congress ADC as its vehicle, but is yet to be determined whether Obi will emerge as its presidential candidate or return to contest under the Labour Party, which he represented in 2023. Now, Ashimolowo is saying the Northerner will not vote for Peter Obi because they are not healed yet. I would like somebody to help me on that. Either if you can call in, just let me know. They are not healed from what? I don't understand. Peter, to the best of my knowledge, Peter Obi hurt anybody. Healed from what? I don't get that. But I'd like to take another article that I have for you guys here quickly. Still on Peter Obi anyway. Let's put this on the screen. Coming from Punch. Okay, crisis hits Obi LP faction as BOT, Board of Trustees, sacks NWC. A fresh leadership crisis has erupted in Labour Party, deepening the rift within the camp aligned with former presidential candidate Peter Obi and Abia State Governor Alex Otti following the sack of the Senator Nnamdi Usman-led Interim National Working Committee by the party's Board of Trustees. To be honest, now see all this while away your day inside this party, so it's enough. It's enough for Peter Obi not to run from this party. Let's be honest. It's just enough because it's not water. But meanwhile, I'd like to take this quickly. Good evening to you. Now, where are you calling us from? Hello, I lost you there. You can call back. Let me quickly take this. Okay, I'll just leave this. It's crazy. Let me take another. I have 2 more articles to go, guys. Let me put this on your screen. Peter will be here, Peter will be there, Peter will be here, Peter will be there. The same man when I say is not a threat. Okay, article Peter Obi and other opposition leaders warn against politicization of anti-corruption agencies destroying multi-party system. Yes, I played a video on this one earlier on. A coalition of Nigeria opposition figures have raised concerns about what they describe as the growing politicization of the key national institutions, particularly the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, the Independent Corrupt Practices and Other Related Offences Commission, ICPC, and the Nigeria Police. In a statement on Sunday, the opposition leaders said they were compelled by the both duty to the nation and personal conscience to alert Nigerians and international community about the perception that the institutions are increasingly being used as instruments of political intimidation and selective justice. I'll just leave that one right there. To quickly take the final one that I have for you guys here. Which this one is for Tinubu, as he promised to protect you and I. Now he talking like that too. This one is coming from this day. Tinubu, unquote, we are mobilizing all military assets to protect Nigerians, crush security threats. I really do hope this comes to reality. Yes, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Monday reiterates his administration's firm resolve to mobilize all military and law enforcement assets to crush security threats and protect the lives of all Nigerians. So, I just hope this comes to life. To be honest, that's the promise from the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Whether you like him or not, I believe you want our country to be safe, right? And that is what he's trying to do for you. Thank you, Mr. Simon, for calling in. Please, let's send a call now today because nobody joined the panel today. So after this call, I might probably end the show. Thank you, sir. Talk to us. Yes, sir. Good evening, sir. Talk to us.
I want to ask some question.
Yeah.
I was saying Tinubu dey suffer the country guy take place in the politics where they put in the favor the citizens. But why be say they go see people go see you where I see you go for APC. They go see you vote for Awela. Now say man, no, what did they cause all those things for Nigeria?
But it's always like that now. Everybody are fighting for their principal. Some know their principal are satanic. They don't care. They just love the principal for a reason I don't know. So yes, it's just like some of you also fighting for Obaseki, Akpabio, and all that. Yeah, it's happening. Yeah, everywhere.
Now Akpabio don't get up for those people. He talk and say that what they say the security report. They say that just they anything we want to spoil the Tinubu to themselves election. I'm listening to you. They talk. I'm saying they talk. They say now I know this for they say they got the Tinubu no big get 3.5 million. Say now no concern. They don't no they have the choice. Those things secure. I'm saying talk for you, but that one are politics. But I want to talk now say this Accord party. Where this man just become governor for there we go. I don't get problem. Accord party don't get problem. No. So all those things they go say they happen for everywhere. People don't come to say they say when they say why they play president. Also that the president now they don't put money for everywhere for your party. Even the one when I will say that Peter will come go now. We don't know what to put down. You cannot say no go. I'm not sure that APC they go. I'm not sure. Who the party will go now? If that party no, they don't get problem. Nigeria everywhere, all the whole party, you all know your school. Tinubu want use that excuse of say all the whole state now they control. So after I rig the election, protect yourself. So that international community they know something not to talk. They'll say after all, we say they for the whole states. They no really go on everything you do. So this man this now alleged president, criminal. I'll tell you now, alleged criminal president. President when I gamble and I will pay.
Okay.
If you use this data first president, I do not for Nigeria. So Nigeria, I'm gonna take a bill. I'll speak and talk.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
The guys is people on the plan. I guess come in and understand. This man could not say next year. You want to put more high tax for people. They could see go vote for that. You know, this one they don't say you don't get for all those parties they go to their they will go away come out with the cap, what they put in the cap. I feel like I don't say I say now because of certain all of those governors not even money they after them. I mean they don't after them now, so that means they can come APC. They are still forgive it. They want just carry all those things before 2026. APC will get 30 governor.
Okay.
So they get 2026 they'll get 30 governor. They don't finish now. Yes. They're going to do voter suppression for election that day. If you know for where you go for vote, if they gather you like this, if they're 20 percent, if you don't vote for APC, you know in a problem. Nothing they want for Nigeria now. They will use money to cover everywhere, all the whole state, all the government will use money.
But not the Nigerians, they collect the money from their hand. Now Nigerians, they collect the money for their hand now.
They go collect the money because the people when they go for the doctor, they say that all the APC, they for all the governors, they do for all the state. APC, they do for all the state. And now they use for international community too. Let them listen that they all the state, they give the state, so they don't get the election.
Okay.
They worry now.
Thank you.
Why is it for Nigerian law when they don't say now 8 years president go rule for power? We already they drag 8 years. When they drag the 8 years, maybe 4 years supposed to be.
Okay.
First the number will finish 4 years. The number rule not we don't they drag for another 4 years. So we don't they drag for another 4 years.
Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Samuel. Okay. I have another call here. Guys, sometimes I don't remember to ask you to press on the like. Press on the like now and help us to copy the link and share. Thank you very much, Madam Peggy Modi. I'm very, very grateful for this super chat. God bless you. May your pocket never, ever run dry. Thank you very much, man, for all that you do. Okay, Madam Deborah, talk to us, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Let me help you to answer this question. Let me give my own opinion on the question that you asked. Why Ashimolowo said, Northerners will not vote for Peter Obi.
Yeah.
I understand from the reason is because they are still because of religion and tribalism. That's just the simple reason. They have not healed from their religious bias and their tribalism. Yeah, that's the only thing that they have not healed from. Otherwise, if it is because of the civil war, is it only the Northerners that fought the civil war? The civil war was fought by every other region. So how come every other region have healed? And it's only the Northerners that have not healed from their own. So the problem that they have there is religion and tribalism. That's the problem. That's their core problem. And that is why you see that it's not only the North. That problem is almost like even in the Southwest, it's still a problem there. Even the Pastor Ashimolowo that is talking, even he himself, he is part of the problem. Even he himself is still part of the problem. So, Mr. Elvis, this is the reason why you see that we are not going anywhere. Even up to now, despite the suffering, despite that Nigeria is not working, but people are still held back by religion and tribalism. So how do you think we can move forward with this whole thing? I think that's just what he's trying to say. Although he didn't come out, these people they talk from. They are not very straightforward in the way they speak. He knows that is religion and tribe that is the problem that people have not healed from. That there is the problem of religion and tribalism in Nigeria, which everybody knows. There are still a lot of Yoruba people today. There are still a lot of people from the Southwest. Despite what is happening, despite the failures of Tinubu, they will still want to make excuse. They will still never never want to admit that Tinubu is failing. And why do you think they are doing that? Because of tribalism. So, that, in my own opinion, that's just what he's referring to. He's referring to religion, he's referring to tribalism. That is the main sickness that a lot of people have not healed from, especially the northerners. So we have a long way to go. Yeah, we have a long way to go. They rather vote an incompetent person that is their tribe and their religion than to vote a competent person that is not their tribe. So you can see that we're not going anywhere anytime soon.
I agree.
We're not going anywhere anytime soon. Even with the current situation, with the insecurity, with everything that is going on, and he's still saying that he will not get, okay, if he doesn't get 5%, vote another incompetent. In fact, it's just annoying and it's sad. It's annoying and it's sad.
All right. Thank you,
That
ma'am.
is just the situation, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you, ma'am.
If Peter Obi is listening to me, I would just advise him to just go and sit down and enjoy his life.
Exactly.
Forget about that problem.
Exactly.
Because there is no headway. You cannot help people. You cannot help people who are not ready to help themselves.
Exactly.
You cannot save people who are not ready to save themselves. So Peter Obi should not kill himself. Let him just go and look for enjoy. He has a beautiful family. Let him just go and start and enjoy the
I enjoy his remaining life on earth. That's it.
I'm telling you, he has tried. He has tried. One lesson I've learned in this life, Mr. Elvis, anybody that does not want to be saved, don't waste your time trying to help somebody that does not want to be helped.
I agree.
Because at the end of the day, it's going to be a wasted effort.
I agree.
It's going
Thank
to
you.
be a wasted effort. It will never be productive. It will never be productive. So, Peter Obi, he has tried. Even God knows that he has tried. And if the Nigerian people are not ready for him, I think he should just go and sit down and just enjoy his life. Let them continue to vote incompetent people because of tribe and religion. Let us see where it's going to lead us to. Yeah.
All right.
That's all. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you, ma'am.
Mr. Elvis.
Thank you so much,
Yeah,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. All right. Thank you, sir, for calling in. Talk to us. Good evening to you, sir. Hello. Yes, sir. I can hear you, sir.
Thank you very much, my brother. This is to calling from Freetown, Sierra Leone.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, Mr. Nadia, my sister has said what I was supposed to say. But let me add a little bit. Let me add a little bit voice in what she says. Okay.
Yeah.
It's just watch anytime. In fact, if you want to get a position in Nigeria as it stands like this, if you want to get a position, just hammering on the Igbo people, call them all manner of names. So just try to share them. Do them, talk to them anyhow you like. Is an example, okay? And you got a position. If you want to take a position from these people, just bring that Igbo people on the social media. You will perfectly get a position. Now, don't forget that Tunde Bakari said similar the same thing during that 2023 election. He said similarly the same thing because we don't forget this. Maybe let's say when there is no social media, then they lie to us. Mr. Netanyahu, that is why they single-handedly remove history in Nigeria today. And that history that was removed is because of their own lies. And that their lies has been catching up on them now. And I thank God that they have already started confessing. Okay? Most of them will come out more. Number one is the death of Babangida, almost 50-something years, to come out and say, this is not even cool. In as much as people hate Babangida, believe me, if I have something against him, which I have forgiven him. And the man who wants to make peace with his God, with his creator. And I respect him for that. and said it wasn't an Igbo coup. Okay? Somebody like Babangida, if somebody like Babangida can come out and say these things, they all are elders. They know exactly what happened in that coup. Because that coup was to bring sanity in Nigeria. But they targeted Igbo coup just to smear the southeast. But that one Babangida have come and corrected it. That is my happiness. The rest of the things they are saying is up to them. Tunde Bakari, don't forget that Tunde Bakari says that the Igbo people killed Sadala of Sokoto. During that 2022 election, have you forgotten? He said similarly the same thing. That they killed Sadala of Sokoto and his wife was forced to drink. His wife was forced to drink alcohol. Tunde Bakari said the same thing. They are listening. The future is everywhere. He said the same thing. What's this one? This prophet, what's that man, prophet, or whatever they call their name, I don't know. Who came out last time and said and talk about Igbo people again. They all saying the same thing. It's just because an Igbo man as a P2B managed to win Lagos. Since then, Igbo people have never known peace. But they say it's one Nigeria, alright? It's one Nigeria we are. But P2B came out as an Igbo man, won an election and won in Lagos. Since then, Igbo people have never known peace in Lagos. But those things will be put in place. Those things will be we are documenting it so that by the grace of God, when we establish where it's supposed to reach, my own problem is that the people that call our own elders in Igbo land don't know exactly where to lay their complaint. It is we, the younger ones, who are telling them, look at what you need to do. Look at where you need to take your complaint to. They will listen to you. Why do you think that Pastor Nacho was crying and the American government here is crying? Because you need to say something. You need to cry to the people that matters. Cry to them. They will listen to you. These Igbo elders, how many times are we supposed to tell them? Igbo people are in danger in Nigeria. Why are you going to hold your hand and watch our people being killed? Look at Ngige. Ngige was barely escaped assassination. Okay? He escaped assassination. The second day he was apprehended. He was kidnapped again, not even arrested. He was kidnapped. So who is the person who tried to assassinate him? The question is for everybody to answer. You're supposed to invite him, but what they do was to try to assassinate him. So if they succeeded in assassinating him, they will say that it's ESM and IPOB. That is exactly where they will say it. And people will start believing. But look at the people that is holding him now are the people that is trying to assassinate him. Mr. Nazareth, let them continue. I want to tell P2B. P2B is a man who, you people don't know him very well. He don't give up easily. P2B is not kind of a man who give up easily. He knows what he wants. He will keep doing what he's doing until if he succeeds, fine. If he doesn't succeed, he will gentle and go on. He has tried his best. P2B is not a coward. He knows P2B is not a corrupt man. He knows what he wants to do with Nigeria. He wants to set an example so that people can see that Nigeria can be fixed, but they will not allow him. Nigeria can never allow somebody who is not corrupt to come into power. They will not. Mr. Dana, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Okay. I believe many of you have answered the question already. Why Ashim Olowo is saying that the Northerners are not healed yet. But I would like us to move out of that. Yes, that's the only article that joined Adiola to confirm the issue of Akpabio. As you can see there, the Nigerian Senate President Godswill Akpabio has reportedly collapsed again and was rushed to the hospital in London, where he's currently receiving medical treatment. Yeah, that's it right there. So, but meanwhile, I would just like us to move on right now. I think I'm done with calls already. Thank you very much, my people. I appreciate every one of you right there. Today, none of my panelists is available, but I think it's also very helpful. We're already 2 hours here, so I'd like us to end the show right now. Except you have a question for me on the comment section. Let me quickly take just 2 questions. If you have any, be quick on that. Ask me anything and let me round up. Any question? Any question at all? Just the first two, I'm answering it. Any question you want to ask, just pass it quickly on the comment section. Let's take it from there. You know, I appreciate those of you that are just coming in right now. Love Maduka, thank you very much. Olawaraju, thank you. Ikeshuko, my brother, thank you. Patty Solomon, thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Prince, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Many, many more right there. Kingsley, and many others. Now, God bless you, my people. Just do your part by pressing on the like, help us to share. Mr. Alaba Ferrara said, another demonic pastor talking with his satanic mouth. Mr. Ferrara, you don't finish this. Ashiwolo, wolo, wolo. Even in the name itself, it's very difficult to pronounce. Ashiwolo, wolo, wolo, wolo. Ashiwolo, wolo, wolo. Eh? Must you measure Peter Obi's name? You want to trend. You are not seeing so when Senate president is sick. So often they talk of about I mean everywhere Peter Obi, Peter Obi, Peter Obi. Don't mind them. You know. Innocent talker. You say, what about the poll? Which poll? Which poll are you talking about? Please. Well, we did not put out any poll today. I don't know which poll you're talking about. Please make me to understand quickly. You know. Thank you very much, Madam Pegmody. Say thank you always, Mr. Elvis, for all that you do. Have a good night and God bless you always and your family. Amen, 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 amen. And you too, Madam Pegmody. I'm very, very grateful for your consistency and for always being there. Okay, any more? I'm close. You know. Thank you very much. Yes, anybody who joined the panel now, I'm not bringing you in. I'm sorry. I'm not bringing. I don't want to extend this at all. So I don't want to mention your name, but just have that. I'm not going to accept you in. Sorry. I need to round up now. I'm only focusing on my people in the comment section. Any more question quickly, or should we just call it a day? Because I have 2 more minutes to stay here. 2 more minutes to vanish. All right. Yes, I got information today concerning Harrison, but because the information I could not verify it, that make me not come out this afternoon. You know, but I just want the Nigerian police to come out and speak on their own, because according to that information, they said if you guys remember the lady called Aisha that Harrison projected that time. You know, let me see if I can find Aisha. You know, Aisha picture. How to find that one now? Those pictures is very, very difficult. Aisha they call that lady now with the kidnap. You know, where Harris can't go. You know, Harris can't release that girl come out. Okay, yes, I saw a picture now. Okay, I think this one will help. Let me just put it on the screen before I will say what I want to say quickly. Bear with me, guys. Let's see if we can save it and put it on the screen. Just bear with me, because you know, say for this our platform, when they talk, they like to illustrate and show some image that will make you understand where we're coming from. You know, yeah, there you go. That's it. Now, remember this girl here. So information that came out today, although I wanted to quickly come out and break it, but I was not certain with the information due to some reason. But for any reason, I'm going to use 100% allegedly on this, that this lady, there's a confession that have happened in the police station already, that this lady was not kidnapped. She was planted allegedly by Harrison, and everything they did was a movie to deceive Nigerians on air, allegedly. So I don't know whether I don't hear, but the reason why I could not come out with enough information on this one today was because I was not too sure. Even though it's already circulating on social media, but I was not too sure. So because of that, I just say make I ignore it. But we are waiting. I don't know why our Nigeria police are still keeping information away. Let them just come out. Because when they not quick come out like this, I don't want to make manipulation go enter either against RC or against whatever. Just come out. Let's know if RC is free of all this thing. Let him go home. If he's not free, then penalize him. But let us pass information. You know. So that Aisha, according to what is going on right now, that she was not kidnapped allegedly. It was planted and it was a movie and all that. You know. So I just hope. In fact, I don't hope anything might live out like that. I don't want to stretch that particular one. You know, whatever that happens. But if this information is true, now wow, RC. I hope it may not be true because I don't know how some people can go extra miles because of money and do some certain things. But I just hope to not be true. I'll leave it like that. Like I said, allegedly, I got the information this morning, could not talk about it. You know, Patty Solomon said, why is the pastor always coming out now to speak, or he too is looking for position? Okay, that's what my brother told me that we call him. He said, she too said, when they speak against Peter Obi, they will get position. That's not true, Sha. But what position Ashimolowo is looking for? I'm not sure say if they look for position, maybe that money. That one don't need position now. He already have what he's doing. He's a man of dog. Sorry, a man of God. So he have what he's doing. Anyway, somebody is saying that true, say RC. Okay, now don't hear the news as well. I don't know whether not true. I will hide under the word allegedly whether Aisha was planted. According to information, they said RC have confessed in the police station and all that, but allegedly. So for me, I know you know. So, but anyhow it goes, we are here. By God's grace, we will hear more. We will hear more. You know. Any more question? Quickly on the comment section. On the comment section, do you have any question right there? Just quickly get it, or if not, just tell me good night so that I know that we are done. Just say good night. Or let me ask for a while. I've never asked this. Just comment on the comment section where you are watching me from. Just say I'm watching from US, Yugoslavia, Kenya, Nigeria, London, Belgium, Australia, Japan, anywhere you're watching me from, just put it right there. Please be honest. Let me see how many countries are listening to me. Now, we currently still have about 400 people watching us across. And on Nigeria Watch, we still have almost 300 there watching us. So just put it there. Where are you watching me from? It's me, DB from MK. Where is MK? I don't know where they watch me from. Where be MK? I never heard that one before. It was breaking. I know they hear me. Can you guys hear me? What is breaking again now? Anyway, I want to run now. Okay, Favor is watching from New York. Timmy Dibe watching from UK. Okay, UK you wanted to say. Okay. Timmy Dibe, okay. London, UK, okay. What we already have two countries. Then I have someone else watching from Finland. Nigeria, somebody innocent is watching from Nigeria. Good. Okay. Let me just be putting on the screen. Okay, let me start from here. Okay, UK, New York, Nigeria, Finland, Timmy Debo would already get from London, Italy, Justin, yes, Italy, you're watching from Italy, Metikins, that's UK now, Timmy Debe, yes, Wisdom Lucky, Germany, okay, Manchester, that's UK, who again, okay, okay, who again, America, I'm watching from America, Maryland, Mother Peggy Muddy. You know, thank you very much, ma. Okay, Bexmans, we are watching from United Kingdom. Okay, Clifford, UK. Now UK they lead, oh. Jesus, UK they lead, they destroy everybody here. Oh. Eh? London, Agati, London, that's UK again. Love Maduka, UK again. See my UK people. Now you they do this one for me. So now UK again. You get one time where I do this thing. Now America I lead. Australia, Dixie Dagmon, Australia, Mr. Alaba Ferrara, USA, Italy, Patricia, not feel my dear sister, Ofure, Germany, okay, Houston, yeah, Texas, that's America again, Aris TV, France, UK is still leading. You know, Germany, yes, we've got that already. Then another UK here, Clement Ojo, yes, UK. Yes, Mike Akinbari, my brother from France. Now UK the lead, oh, forget to. Then I have another UK here. Osasere, UK, Manchester. Then I have Czech Republic, Joshua, Dede from Czech Republic. Then, who again? Belgium is right there with us. Then we have United Kingdom again. You know, okay, Italy, Patty Solomon. Then we have Belgium, Didi Anthony, Amaka from London, UK. Hey God, UK, Onos, UK, Jesus. Oh, the best country in the world, UK. On the year, Finland, okay. Okay, that's it. UK now win this one, and the next country we follow after UK and America, then France. You know, see another UK don't join again. UK. Wetin go happen? Na America that year o. UK don take over. UK don win, my brother. Yes. UK don win California. Samuel Parker, yes. Then SS UK again. Ikechukwu, my brother. Na UK you dey with me. I don't know. You see now. See UK people, you get what they represent. Not be the Black Panther and you know. That government I don't go call them. Oh, not just join. I'll leave you for backstage. I beg. Who again? UK now win this one. Canada, God's grace, watching us from Canada. Yes, that one I'm at Rita place. Canada not too plenty for our platform like that today. But I need to check my statistic on YouTube. Might see where people they watch me pass. But in America, I failed the win that time. Okay, there was a time Nigeria was also winning. Okay, Spain. We have Don Tony from Spain. Florida, that's Pete. That's America. Then UK again. UK offer everywhere. Not go there. We too plenty. We too much. If you are listening to me right now from any country, I want to advise you. Can you move to UK? Move to UK now. Don't make me vex. You feel me so? Now you make me vex. Any country you are watching me from, oh yeah, go and pack your load and move to UK. But Deborah, we don't close. Oh, we don't close. Okay.
I said, I just want to know what keeps you going. Honestly, the current situation of Nigeria, I know you have been on this for a long time and I've been following you, but I'm not going to lie to you. After that 2023 election, and seeing the way everything has been going and seeing that things, there's no any evidence that things are getting better. I've lost almost complete hope that there's any hope of Nigeria being redeemed. But I still see you coming out every day. What is it that keeps you going? What is it that gives you hope that things are going to be better? And what is the breaking line for you? What is it that will happen that will make you say, I think I've had enough?
Hi, Madam Deborah. This one we don't go past corner interview. Can't be this one now, eh? Madam Deborah.
No, maybe there's something you know that me I don't know. So I'm trying to
Okay,
understand.
it's a simple thing. I'm a very dedicated person, not just because of Nigeria Watch. Generally, I'm very consistent in everything that I do. Those people that are close to me will let you know.
People when the thing is not working.
Yes, I push hard. Okay, let me tell you, I run Nigeria Watch for straight 2 years, and you know, straight 2 years, 24 months. People that were watching my video was two or three every day. And my friends who started a platform with me at that time, all of them they gave up and they were now mocking me, saying that what am I doing there? You know, at the end of the day, you are wasting your time. 2 or 3 views I get on the video that I spent 1 week on air. You understand? But I didn't give up. I was consistent, posting. But today, look where Nigeria was day. You see? So that consistency.
I'm sorry to cut you short, but that is something that is within your own control.
Yes, I know Nigeria will be better. I'm just hopeful. Okay, if you ask me what keep me going in terms of politics, I would say for now is Peter Obi. Let's be honest. Yes, if Peter Obi resign, today.
The current situation of Nigeria, I'm not talking in terms of our personal, like Nigeria, what you are the one controlling it.
Yeah, but it's still the same thing. Consistency. It's still the same thing. You know, a lot of people that supported Peter Obi have gave up now. Now, no one obedient channel that time during the time of election. All those people, all of them don't enter house. Many people. So, but some of them don't change their channel name to their mama name. At that time, their channel name were Peter Obi and all that. Nigeria Watch remain Nigeria Watch. What I'm saying is this.
Probably they have seen that they have looked at the assess the situation and see that there's nothing much that they
Because no, it's not because nothing much, man. It's because they know there's no money on politics, so they change their channel to where they'll be making more money. So that means the initial fight was not to see Nigeria work or to see Peter Obi succeed. So that's what I'm saying. You know,
I might agree with you. It might not be completely like that. I want to see Nigeria work, and I'm not doing it because of money. But I'm beginning to get fed up with some. So it might not be, all of them might not be
for me to be honest, for now, let me just say Peter Obi and the love I have for my country, Nigeria. So maybe if Peter Obi resign tomorrow, I don't know. Maybe I'll be more free. I might not even be coming on air again, but the channel will still be political platform. Then someone will not be running it 100%. Maybe my face will not be there anymore. So it depends. But for now, it's Peter Obi because until we get the other person character that is better than Peter Obi, for now it's Peter Obi.
Alright, I can understand where you're coming from, and I think it makes some sense because Peter Obi is still It's still, despite everything that they've done to him, I can see he's still there. So
Yes.
I think both of you have some similarities. I can see a bit of that, and
Thank you.
it's a good thing if you are able to have that kind of conviction. But sometimes, I personally, when I don't see, if I'm trying my best or hoping on something, and I'm not seeing that being how will I even say it? It's like you're trying something, you're trying to help someone, and that person is not putting in any little effort to make things better.
Okay.
Sometimes it can be frustrating.
All
And
right.
I understand. So let's keep hope and let's see how Peter Obi will go. And hopefully, I hope that Peter Obi will continue to keep you going.
Thank you, ma'am.
And those of us, yeah, you are actually an encouragement to people like us. If I see you every day, gives me some little encouragement
Thank you, ma'am.
despite everything that is going on in Nigeria. Thank you so much, Mr. Elvis.
Thank you so much, Mother Deborah. I really appreciate you. Okay. Somebody asked me a question there, but I don't know if I still see that. But let me go through this one on air. Besman said, to be honest, a lot of humans do their things just because of their selfish interest or selfish benefit. Yeah, that's true. Check most of the platforms on YouTube at that time. I'm not even talking about other platforms on YouTube at that time that were campaigning for Peter Obi. And all that immediately Peter Obi, they not let him rule and all that. All of them change their platform name now to their mama name, to their village name. They don't even discuss Peter Obi there never again. So yeah, we are quite different. We don't do what we are doing because we want money from politicians, and we are not also doing it because we have so much money. We just have passion to see my country work. I told you guys before, I'm a patriotic Nigerian. I look forward to seeing my country work. I'm here all the time. I love my country so dearly. I spent almost all my life in the UK. I want Nigeria to work, even though I am already inside here. I want it to work so that I can dive into it even more than what I'm already doing. So yes, these are part of the reason why we are being driven, being motivated, being hopeful that Nigeria will be better someday in our time. All we need is just a click to have a good leader. Every other thing follows. Unfortunately, Tinubu ring himself into power. I wish he end up doing the right thing now so that all of us will be smiling all over again. I don't know. But let's see. He still have some time there. Maybe miracle might happen, things might change. I don't know. But I'm just being hopeful that Nigeria will still be better. But for any reason Peter Obi resign tomorrow, I will have a lot of relief. Because Peter Obi, I've defended this man so much. I've put so much energy into this. I believe if you are a realistic person, you cannot say I was supporting Peter Obi for my selfish interest. Never. I'm even putting time into supporting Peter Obi because I want my country to be better. Somebody asked me that, oh, Mr. Najawash, tell me more about your YouTube and all that. No, I was not talking about my YouTube, but I would like to quickly reiterate on that particular statement that I made earlier on. I believe that's what you want to know. Yes, when I started my YouTube channel, I just woke up, I picked a name, I call it Najawash. I didn't do no research. I sat on my stairs, I just pick a name. I said, what can I do? What can I do? I said, Najawash. You see, normally most people that have channel, they start with one name. Later, they change the name because they were not sure of their initial name. Najawash name have never been changed ever. It doesn't have history of changed name. The name you are seeing here is the name that I started it with. I just started, I said Najawash. Then I opened it. I started making video and putting it there. Nobody they watch me for 24 months. 24 months, 2 years. Nobody they watch me. I was being mocked, laughed at by some people close to me and all that. But I didn't give up. I was still doing what I was doing. There was another thing that happened in the process, but I will not mention that on air because it's a sensitive thing, that almost break my heart at that time. You know, 3 months later, everything's sweet again. So yeah, but after then, 24 months later, then during the time we started, monetization at that time was very, very easy. You know, you just get monetized just like that and all that. It's not like there are not policies and all that now. No. You know, there are so many things you need to get some 4,000 watch hours now, get about 500 to 1,000 subscribers for you to be monetized now. Then it was very, very easy. Then I got my first payment, you know, on air after 24 months of doing this job without nothing. So yes, you know, I have to mention that based on consistency. Consistency is something that you you put yourself. It's not something you can wake up and just have. You have to be part of you. You know, everything that I do, consistency is my middle name. Everything. If you are close to me, you will know. You know, I'm very, very fast in anything I'm doing. I'm very, very proactive. You know, I'm not praising myself. I'm telling you just the fact. I'm very, very proactive, very, very fast, very, very. You know, I take action so quick while you are thinking. Yes. So anybody close to me, I some of my workers sometimes I accuse them. Wait till they worry. You are too slow. You are too slow. One of them told me one day, say, sir, nobody is slow around you. Now you too fast. Nobody is slow, sir. This is how normal human being should be. Your own is not a normal human being. You are too fast. So meanwhile the verse, I don't come verse again. I can say, okay, all right. So that's it. That's it. You know, that's it. Just a little bit of testimony that I'm giving to motivate one or two person here. We might have upcoming YouTubers listening to me now. You'll be uploading video. Nobody's watching you. Some of you don't already forget your YouTube channel. You don't enter house. Say, I beg you, the stress is too much. But today, I say, rise. Take my word, rise and run with it. You will come back 6 months from now or 1 year from now and give testimony to say, Naija Watch, I listened to you, but look where I am today in Jesus' name. Amen. Now my prayer for you be that. Prayer for you be that. And if I have to let you know what I do every day, maybe that one will shock you because you will ask me to say, then how do you do this then? How do you do all that and do this? Do you know that every day that I run broadcast here, I still continue another broadcast when I end this particular broadcast? Do you know that? I continue another one entirely that you are not part of because it's a different thing, not politics. You see? So I'm not saying someday, every day that you see me here as I'm ending this show now, I make it the season sometimes when I have my panelists, if I have the powerful ones on air, I just leave the platform for them to be talking so that I can use my time judiciously for something else, you know, and or sometimes if I know I don't want to hand over the platform to them, I'll rush them to quickly talk, make I end the show, make I just go. At least as nobody joined the panel today now, although I miss them, but it's also helpful for me because the day here, you know, somebody that is supposed to give 8 minutes, 8 minutes must complete. You understand? You know, so yeah, that's how it works. So you should, it's consistency. You will always succeed in life. You don't need all those politicians to give you money or for you to go join Yahooism or go join ritualists or go join kidnapper or join, you know. Listen, nobody they pursue you for life. You know, there's nothing wrong. There's nothing, nobody will penalize you if you're not the richest person in your community. You don't have to be. All you need is just comfort, contentment. You know, that's it. You don't have to be the richest person in your community. You don't have to be the richest person in your family. Just be comfortable and be grateful to God. As I talk finish, so I want to go drink water later. I can afford it. That's what life's supposed to be. If you have this kind of mindset, you will be the best ever in life. But if you are the kind of person that have a greedy mindset, I was watching a platform the other day where somebody was insulting their followers. The person gave £5, I'll be $5, and another person gave about $2 or something. I don't know whether I don't see all these kind of people before. They were telling their platform that their custom what is it called? They were telling their followers, I bet make a drink what I love this. Okay, they were telling their listener that, hey, according to the statement, no, we are bigger than this. Don't ever give us $2 here. Don't ever give us $5 here. If you know what you'll give, rest. Don't try it. I was like, wow. I've seen it though. More than 5 platforms have done that. I was like, wow. If in fact, even Daddy Freeze, if you give small money for Daddy Freeze where they life, he go insult you. You go say, don't try it. It's bigger than that. Are you here to insult me? But Nigeria was not the only platform where somebody go give $1. I go pray for you. My followers on the comment section will pray for you. My mama will pray for you. Everybody will acknowledge you. We'll put you on the screen. So that's where contentment comes in. Now you get what I'm saying, right? So I could have been one of these people that will say, oh, why are you giving me $2? Why are you giving? Listen, they work hard for this money, not be your money. So I don't know why people act that way. You get? So when you are consistent, you will never labor, you will never suffer before you eat. Or I don't know as I want to talk. You will never beg for food, rather. Then you now have to be contented. Contentment needs to come into your consistency so that you'll be grateful for what you have already achieved. When contentment is not part of it, no matter the consistency you put into any kind of work, you will not be grateful because you don't have appreciative spirit. You get that? You don't have appreciative spirit. So, and you are putting in the work, you are working like a bulldozer, but you now realize that it's not enough. You now be telling yourself, I work. The money is not enough for me to live. Nothing, blah, blah, blah. Because you don't have the spirit of contentment in you. So you can start working on that now. Am I preaching? Somebody hearing me there? Say yes, preach on. because I love your pastor, now you're not going to listen to me. Oh God. I got the waste. Things I'm supposed to charge for. Consultancy. I go charge you to give you some expo to succeed in life. I go to give them free for you and I know the value them. And so they talk. They say things that you give for free, people don't value it. If I was charging for it, maybe you value it. You don't know. Anyway, I appreciate every one of you right there, but people like God, like God bless you that. I just need to round up right now. If I say this talk, when I like people that still watching. I not go sleep. We still have over 300 people listening across, and I just watch is about 250 days still watching. Best man say preach on Papa Gio. Divine Cross, thank you so much. Thank you very much for the motivation. Yes, that's it. You will not beg for food. You will not beg anybody before you eat. Just be consistent. Don't anything you are doing today and it's not working yet, it's not materializing yet. Don't give up. Please don't give up. If you give up and start another one, you might be surprised that time you gave up, you were almost close. You were almost close. Okay, let me shock you with another one. Wait, I want us. I know normally you go hard before you see YouTuber they talk these things. Let me shock you with another one. Do you know that the more you post on YouTube and nobody is watching you, guess what? Only one person that is watching you is YouTube algorithm. They are watching you. There's this robot that is watching you. One day, YouTube will now look at you and say, nobody is watching this guy. But he's very, very, very consistent. They only take this decision on those that is consistent to maybe let that one sink in. So it's very, very consistent. Okay, let's give his content a recommendation. They will now recommend your videos to others. Then the day when they start recommending your video to others, God don't butter your bread. Now those videos where they see for surface of YouTube, where you went to YouTube to watch a specific video, you will finish that video, you now see a video you never called for on the screen. You did not call for that video, you don't know how that video got there and anything. That is what they call recommendation. Once YouTube starts recommending your video, God don't butter your bread already. Once they will take and go give somebody that doesn't have interest, that have never seen your platform before, that doesn't know if your platform exists, They'll go give that person. They go force them on that person. If the person skip them, the next day the person go on YouTube to watch another thing. If waiting he watch finish, they'll bring your video back again to that person. The person will have no choice by fire by force to watch your video. I just give another expo, right? You know, say we don't take for social media. I brought a lot of people to limelight social media. Almost all the front runners in Edo State, I brought all of them to limelight, including the dwarf in Texas. You know, made somebody mention a name for comment section. I don't want to mention a name now. Dwarf. I brought him to limelight. All of them, almost all of them. Mention their names. Any top social influencer or today on social media from Edo State, I brought all of them to limelight. You understand? We have always been there. So this is our job and all that, you know, but I don't do it anymore. I don't have the time. If you want me to mentor you now, I cannot. I don't have the time. The only thing is that follow us every time. This kind of information that I'm passing right now, you can learn from it. That's all. I give it for free, you know. But I don't go mind somebody buy me coffee now for all this things when I give for free. So if you just say, make I appreciate you for this information where I give. Mr. Passant is in the building. Mr. Passant, man, see what you talk. Mr. Passant said the only consistency, Mr. Elvis, is your satanic headlines about Peter Obi. Mr. Passant. How headlines are how. Now, what do we see? What you don't understand, Mr. Passant? Let me tell you. Everything you see or as our headline, right? I don't put it, it's not my words. As you see what today here, so Senate President Akpabio allegedly collapsed again, rushed to the hospital. Do you know the only word that belongs to me there? Now they allegedly, because it was not part of it. You know, you see, that only word there now, wait, be my own and alleged. The many words is not mine. I'm a very smart person, though. You can't get me or hold me anywhere. You can't hold me anywhere. You know, so Mr. Pastor, about that, what you wrote is not nice now. You just came from nowhere. Instead of you to encourage me, see what you are writing. If somebody can't reply you like that, now how would you feel? You know, sometimes you should. I thought you want to say the only consistency you know about me is by standing by Peter Obi, and then you went on with something else. Can you tell me one of your tribe man that have done better than Mr. Elvis on air? It's not nice now. You don't do that. But still, that's fine. We see people like that. In the midst of you being celebrated, you see somebody who just come from nowhere and you know, make sure that they tackle your happiness and all that. We are bigger than that. But like I was saying, my people, so that's it. If you have something that you're doing today and you're already uploading on YouTube, or maybe if the same thing applies to other platforms, so, you know, yes, like Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, the same thing. But YouTube is the hardest platform on all social media. YouTube is the hardest. For you to get followers on YouTube is very, very difficult, extremely difficult. You can easily get followers on TikTok. One video can just go viral. You don't get, you go sleep and you wake up, you see that you already have 5,000 followers overnight. It happens on Facebook as well. One video will just go viral. The same thing happened, you know. But on YouTube is you will suffer. You know, easy like that. You know, you know. So that's just the thing. So yes. Anyway, I appreciate every one of you right there. Now God, I go bless you. Thanks for your time with us. So now time for us to round up this show like this. Somebody just commented. Let me see. You know, let me see if you are tackling me like Mr. Pansa came to tackle me, or you are encouraging me. You said Oga Elvis is truthful, consistency, sense of humor, patience, and positive attitude. That's why Nigeria Watch continues. God bless you, Regina. Oh God. Regina, and God will bless you. I'm encouraged for that wonderful submission right there. Thank you. Yeah, we need things like this. Although we cannot always have everybody that will speak good of you. But at least let me tell you how you get motivated in anything you do. If you have 50 people that speaks about you, and out of that 50, 30 above speak well of you, and 20 lesser speak bad of you, you have already passed. Have that in mind. I'm telling you now, you've passed. That's how you get your motivation. Don't ever think you will not get somebody that will come there to kill your spirit or whatever. You know how many times they don't try for this platform to kill my spirit? You know how many of them they come and they wait say, one day he go get tired, he not go run Naija wash again. You know how many of them that have sent missile, weapon, satanic things here for me, to tackle my platform? They have tried, they don't rest. They in fact they hate themselves. They listen now, they are here. So you must always focus on those people that are there for you, like this kind of comment and many other comments on the comment section. These are the things that encourages you to continue to do what you are doing. But if you want to focus on the 5-10% of the criticism, you will fall. Yes, now tell me one person where they're not they criticize. You mention one person where they're not they criticize in any kind of thing you do, any business you do, any area, any field you find yourself. You must have negative feedback and all that. But if you look at that, you're not going anywhere. I mean, they tell you so. When we were starting Naija Wash at that time, to come out and face and put our faces out, the confidence was not there. Yes, and you now that is listening to me today, you want to start speaking, you are already tackling yourself, saying that, you don't think people will like how you talk, you don't think people will like how you dress, you don't think people will like. Listen, just start. Forget what people will say. You will look back one day and smile all over again and say, wow, look where I am today. That's it. So yeah, God bless them, people. Yes, we've come to the end of the broadcast. Thank you very much, every one of you that called. A lot of people called in today. Thank you so much, Amanda Deborah, Gasimo, and many more that called in. I appreciate every one of you, my people. Then I appreciate those of you that super-chatted the platform to them, Madam Eugenia, Madam Peggy Modi. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate you lots. Then the people right there on the comment section, thank you so much. My mother for Mommy Diaspora. Thank you very much, Mommy. I appreciate you always for all that you do. Thanks for always being there for us here. My brother, Abu Azi. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thanks for all that you do. Thanks for always being there. Mother Peggy Modi, once again. Thank you, Bex Manx. I appreciate you. Divine Cross. Thank you very much. Mike Akyombare, Clement Oje, who again. Regina, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thanks for that wonderful comment. Mr. Pansad, thank you, sir. I appreciate you. Victorious, thank you very much. Uyi Despond, thank you, my people. I God bless all of you right there. Love Maduka, Mr. Johnson Emmanuel, and many others, my people. Now God bless you now. Shay 788, thank you. God bless you all. You say Mother Deborah is the best. Oh, I like that. See, Mother Deborah, you have your fans there. Sometimes you yourself, they complain that they say you were being criticized by one particular person and all that. You see, your fans there everywhere. All my panelists here, they have their fans. They have their fans. I appreciate you all. Somebody asked, where's Mr. Jonathan? Mr. Jonathan is on the road. He will soon join us. He's on the road. Yes. Is our financial and political analyst. When it comes to economies, Mr. Jonathan, they take him from he's good in that area. Yes. But nevertheless, my people, I would like us to move on right now. I'll see you guys tomorrow, fingers crossed. So we'll continue from where we stop. My wonderful people, press on the like, help us to share. Take care and bye for now.
In this world, all of us today in motion. Everybody there in motion. Moving to our various stations. As we there in motion, make we do good to ourselves. ourselves, yo. Make we do good to our neighbor. Before we reach our station, every walk gets paid. Every walk gets paid. Whether not good or good, nobody walk good. Every walk gets paid. Whether not good or good, nobody walk good. I make a dey fear my God. Whether not good or good, nobody walk good. I make a dey fear my maker. Whether not good or good. Come and go on song. Organize. My God, I make a dey fear my maker.
That's right. Yes.
Water
Osa.